Hello, good morning. How we doing, guys? Good morning, PFM TV. It is good to be with you on Wednesday morning. Here we are, just another trading day. We got a great show. We got some special guests today. We have DecipherTheAlgo coming on. Christian Williams, solid trader. I've had a few conversations with him in the past. Really good guy, so that will be fun. He'll be coming on at 9:30. And I don't know if anyone's noticing, but we have two streams running right now. So we're currently streaming Classic on YouTube, but we're also streaming a vertical version on YouTube Shorts. So depending on where you're at, if you're on the phone, if you're on your desktop, you have both options. And hopefully, if it goes well, we're going to be streaming from TikTok, Instagram, just covering all our bases. But we'll see. There might be a little bit of technical clunkiness because I'm going to be managing two studios, but we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. How are you guys doing, though? Let me get these comments up. How we doing? Shivam, good morning. We got Chris in here. Eichwer, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. So let's get our charts up. Give me a sec here. Definitely got some interesting price action, in my opinion. Just got to get this done on mobile, too. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. So how we doing, though, guys? This video is very clean today, Zach. Interesting. You seem to be on the regular version, so that's good. Hey, I'll take it. We will take it. Good morning, Tris. Good morning, Prashant. What is up, everyone? Look at this NASDAQ chart, man. Yo, guys, I took a loss yesterday, right? We took like 2 losses in a row. It was probably one of my worst days on stream. I think like from an execution standpoint, I think it was like my worst day on stream. I took like 3 losses. It was wild. But we ended up getting it back. I ended up getting it back, man. I took a long in the PM session, and I put this up on the Prop Firm Match Discord. So maybe we could take a look at that. I think people will find it pretty interesting. I think it was in here. Who's in the Prop Firm Match Discord? Did you guys see my chart analysis? Yesterday stunk, Chop City, back and forth. Yeah. I mean, it was Veterans Day, so technically it was a bank holiday, right? So it kind of makes sense it was lower volatility, but where was my long? I thought I put it up here. It was at like noon. It was right around here when we inverted this 5-minute gap, I believe. Here, what we can do is I don't want to change both screens right now. I'll just show you guys like this. Bam, bam. This 5-minute inversion play. We looked for those equal highs, right? So we had this 5-minute inverse coming in right here. And we caught it. And we had these equal highs. Like, what did we have, guys? We had so much confluence, right? We had those equal highs, which is what we were trying to target down here. We also had the midnight open. And look how well we respected the midnight open as soon as we tapped it. I mean, look at that. That was our midnight price. Let me mark this off. This was the target, right, guys? This continues to be one of the most relevant targets for any trading day. Look what happens when we tap midnight. Immediate rejection. So that was the trade. That got me back to break even on the day. Or not break even. I'm sorry. This got me back to being in profit. I ended up being up 350 times the 4 Tradeify accounts. So it was solid, man. I really thought I was going to end with a red day. But I believed in the conviction, the technical analysis. It all made sense. The technicals made sense. So I'm going to keep taking the trade if it makes sense. That's my thought process there. Stoic Jake's in the chat. What's up, brother? Yeah, Shivam, you saw them in the Discord. So yeah, guys, tap into the Prop Firm Match Discord. The link is in the description of this video. I post my chart analysis there. I show you guys what we're looking at before the stream, after the stream, trying to build a community over there. But yeah, that was cool. So I updated everyone in our little Discord community that, we were red on stream, but we made it green by the end of the day. So that was solid. Yep, Chris, it ran to the midnight open. It wasn't unlucky. That was very lucky for me. That's what I wanted, bro. Once we got that inversion, that was the last. I was like, okay, this has to hit now because we swept out liquidity, right? Swept out this low, inversed that 5 minute gap. It's like, where else do we have to go? We have these equal highs. We have midnight. Like that was the play. But as far as today goes, I haven't done too much analysis. It's looking pretty bullish. If I had to pick something, it's looking pretty bullish. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. So the bullish move happened after I switched off my charts. Initially on your first enter on this stream. Yeah. Oh, you mean it was unlucky that it didn't do it on the stream? Yeah, no, I know what you mean, bro. I know what you mean, 100%. But that's just the way it goes, man. Sometimes it's just not going to work out when you want it to work out. But this is why it's important to not over leverage and risk too much on a per trade basis, because you got to be ready to take some losses, man. If you're the type of trader that takes 2 or 3 losses and you are within like a couple points of blowing your funded accounts, you're doing something wrong. You got to be able to withstand multiple losses. It's the only way, bro. It's the only way. But yeah, market's looking bullish. Chat, let me know what you guys think. Are we going bullish or bearish today? Also, I mentioned we have DecipherTheAlgo coming on. Christian Williams coming on stream. He's a pretty good ICT trader. That'll be fun. But we also got giveaways. So as always, if we get to 50 likes on the stream, we'll run our first giveaway. So smash that like button, get that going. And yeah, we'll just play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. Oh, I do see some people in the mobile chat too. So we got some people in there. That's cool. What's up, guys? Let's take a look at the economic calendar. No news. Is this market or this government gonna open back up? When is this gonna happen? Yeah, we still got, tentative. We might have CPI on Thursday. If the government opens back up, I guess. That's the move. It will happen if CPI. Next week, probably. It's got to happen before Thanksgiving, right? Just has to. There's no way it's not going to happen before Thanksgiving. Check BTC? You want me to check Bitcoin? I guess we can do that. Okay, hold on. First off, let's just do the NQ analysis. Let's take a look at midnight price for today. So it's below us. Does that mean I'll probably be looking for shorts? It's very possible. Very possible. We got midnight way below us. I think we also have an 80% setup. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, so we engaged the previous day's POC. So there's no 80% setup, but we are below the midnight open, right? So could we theoretically see something like this? Sweep of that London session high, some type of consolidation, move back to midnight, and maybe the POC. Yeah, and we could take a short down there to midnight. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now, if the setup actually presents. True 2 says definitely bullish, equal highs to the left in that daily fair value gap. Let's go to the higher time frame. You may be right, bro. Yeah, we're so close to this daily gap. You're right. Shout out True 2. This is a good point right here. Yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty probable. This is the thing. When we get this close to like a higher time frame target, it's like we're going to go up and get it. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So you're looking at that, right? True 2. Yeah, I think this is pretty likely. I really do. Yeah, so maybe we don't run to midnight. Maybe we don't want to look for that midnight retracement. Maybe we just run up. This is like, I mean, how many points away are we from this daily gap? Like 75 points. So there's still room. There's room in that range to capture and move up to this gap. This might be the move. I would need some type of target, you know what I mean? Or some type of entry signal. And I would prefer if we got a lower move first. Like if we could get back below midnight before we take this gap, this would be more fun to me. Maybe something like this. Sweep out that liquidity, get back above, and then ride into the gap. What do you guys think about something like this? I feel like something like this could really be a good move. Create a fair value gap in there, get an inversion right here. I think I could be looking at something like this for the day. Close to Asia low. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. A retracement to midnight so we can fill the midnight retracement. Sweep Asia low. Hold the previous day's point of control, get our signal, get an inversion to the upside, take it. Something like that. I will say we also kind of have these relative hourly equal lows right here, which, I mean, we just missed them, but maybe we come back here eventually. But I do think True 2 probably has the right idea. Like, there's no reason for us to not come into this daily gap and fill that imbalance. So I think that's the move. That's going to be the move today, fellas. I see some people are in the mobile version chat. We got Adam K, TN Tech, today NQ your view, Zach, today 9:30 NQ view, sir. I mean, I just went over it. I think you must have heard it. Let me know if that makes sense, bro. Do you take into consideration average daily range? No, not really. I don't pay too much attention to the ADR, if that's what you're referring to. Nope. No need for me. You know what it is, bro? I could just simply look at the range like I know that the market's very volatile. Like this little move right here is 230 ticks. So I just know, like, I don't know. It's more of like a feel thing. I know how volatile the market is right now, and I like this is why I'm trading micros. Over the summer, I was trading minis because to capture 25 points was not the easiest thing in the world a few months ago over the summer when the volatility slowed down. Right now, 25 points, you can catch that in the Asia session in 3 minutes. Like, not even exaggerating. So we size down. And this is just like, I just look at it, I can just tell. Not to say there's anything wrong with average daily range, but it's not something I use. Good morning, Zach. What's the time for the midnight open? Huh. What time could the midnight open be at, guys? What do you think? Sorry, guys. That was my first sneeze on stream ever. What time? What time is the midnight open at? Oh, what time could it be at? I'm just kidding, bro. I don't mean to be mean. It's at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Midnight Eastern Standard Time. It depends on the region the person is from. Yeah, but Ike, for the purposes of technical analysis, it doesn't. It's only at 12 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, I guess I understand what you mean. But I can't answer someone because I don't know what time zone they're in. So it's always 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know, guys. I was just kidding around. I'm just joshing. The funded night. Yo, what up? Sorry, guys. I'm still so congested. I've been congested for days. Ugh. But we are making money. You guys want me to go over my accounts so far? We can show you where I'm at. Let's do that because there's no news. We got no news to trade. So I'm going to log into my Tradeify accounts. Here we are. We're at 3.2K times my 4 accounts. Now, the profit target is $6,000, right? So I'm like halfway there. I still got some room. Consistency score, 34%. Highest profit day was about 1,100. That's times 4 accounts. I've had 1 red day so far. I thought I was about to have 2 red days as of yesterday, but I ended up making the money back. You know, we just stayed locked in. Let me refresh this. So this should actually update. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So we are up about 13.3 thousand for the month of November in P&L. My win rate, guys, I don't know what's going on, but my win rate's been dropping a lot, but my R multiple's been going back up. I don't know what to say. It's just what's been going on. You know what I mean? I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. 44% win rate, total P&L 13K, average win loss per trade is 1 to 2 right now. I'm not even trying to have a 1 to 2. It's just happening naturally, I guess. Why is there less people today? Honestly, I think it's because we're kind of splitting up the views a little bit because um, we're also live on a second studio for YouTube Shorts. We're trying it out. We're trying it out, but I do think some people might get confused. Like I see a few people in the YouTube Short chat, and then there's some people in here, but we'll see. We're just trying things out. You know what I mean? We want to stream to TikTok. We want to stream to Instagram. So we're testing it out with YouTube Shorts as well to just see how it goes. I think that's why though. But give it some time. It's only 8:30. Most people start to really come in around like 9:30. How do you enter the giveaway? We will do a giveaway when we hit 50 likes. So I'll let you guys know that. But it's going to be through the Discord channel. So go to the description in this video and join the Prop Pro Match Discord so that you can be ready to get giveaways. What's my daily profit target? I don't really have one, Biker Baddie, but I try to keep it with these 100K accounts. I need to make a $6,000 profit target, right? And I need a 20% consistency score. So I really don't want to make more than 1,200 per day. Otherwise, my consistency score will go up, and I'll need to make more than 6,000 to take my payout. So I don't have a daily profit target, but I'm really focused on like small P&L days. You know, $300 per account, $500 per account. Like my uh, highest profit day was just under 1,200, which I did. That was this right here, where we made 4.6K times the 4 accounts. And again, before someone says, "Bro, you took 40 trades yesterday," not really. It's times 4 accounts. I took 10 trades and it's multiplied by the link in the description? Okay, hold up. No worries. Okay, let me drop it in the comments just in case. I got it for you guys. No worries. We'll get this in the description. Here, I just dropped it in the comments. I'll drop it in the comments here for YouTube as well. There you go. We'll check if it's in the description. Oh, the link's not in there. Okay, we can edit that. We'll edit that quick. No worries. Not an issue. But yeah, I'll drop it in the comments for now. So you guys got it. I just put it there. So join the Discord. That is how you will be able to enter a giveaway. Okay. You got to have access to the Discord to get there. We'll do the first one once we hit 50 likes. I got 8 accounts to give away though. Shout out Top One Futures. Shout out Blue Guardian. Major sponsors of the stream. They've been amazing. But yeah, so this is the P&L so far. I mean, we're halfway to the profit target. I actually started. I had a few days right here too at the end of October. So it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trading days. You notice that how I'm just stacking base hits per day. I'm not trying to take my payout in the smallest amount of time as possible. I don't care, man. Like whenever I try to rush to the payout, all I end up doing is blowing accounts. And then it takes longer for me to get to the payout. So I'd rather just like consistently stack those base hits until I get there. I did this with the 10K payout 2 weeks ago. Same exact thing. It took me like 9 trading days. Okay. So it was a little bit quicker than this one, but who cares? This one, I mean, I'm halfway. So maybe it takes another 5 to 10 trading days. It's all good. No issues. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out all these firms. Remember, guys, just a healthy reminder. Prop firm match is the best place to compare and contrast your favorite prop firms and to get the best discounts possible. So with code match, you can get whatever the highest discount is, code match has it. So you got 15% off with Alpha Futures, 55% off with Top One Futures. Major shout out to them. You can have up to 1.8 million in max allocation. Big W there. Funding ticks 35% off. That's pretty fire. And I really like this Apex offer 70% off, $40 activation fees with code NAT. That's honestly one of my favorites. I'm also still trading Apex accounts as well, so I can go over those. So here's my Apex accounts. I'm just trading 3 of them, so I don't have 20. My goal is to get this first payout with Apex because I've never been paid out by Apex. To be fair, I haven't traded them for over a year until just recently. Uh, but Apex was not my favorite firm back in the day because of the intraday trailing drawdown. But this is because my strategy did not really work for intraday trailing drawdown. But now my current strategy does because I focus on scalps and base hits. Intraday trailing doesn't really bother me like it used to. So I figured let's give it another shot. Hopefully we can nail this payout and then roll those profits into 10 accounts, 20 accounts. You know, that's the goal. So I'll keep everyone updated on that as well. And we'll take it from there. All right, we got 34 people watching right now on the main stream, 21 likes. Let's just hit 30 likes and I'll run a giveaway for everyone. Let's do it. Keep it realistic right now. Get to 30 likes and we will do that giveaway. See, yeah, Garrow just commented on the YouTube Shorts section. You're live on YouTube Shorts. Yes, sir, we are. Giving it a shot. We'll be live on Instagram soon, TikTok, as long as this goes smoothly, you know? Expand the reach. What do you guys think, chat? Let me know. Bullish or bearish in the chat on NQ. If you had to pick today, do we close bullish or do we close bearish? Right now, NQ is up 0.6%, give or take. The ES is at 0.3%. Um, so it's anyone's guess today. It could go either way. What do you think, bullish or bearish? Vivek says sell. Okay, let's go. Icor's bearish. Damn, you guys are all okay. Chris is bullish. MSR is bearish on gold. Are you bearish on NQ though? Let us know. Let the people know. I feel like our chat actually has some decent traders. So like a lot of other streamers, they like to joke and they say like they fade the chat. I don't know if I'm comfortable fading our chat. We have some good traders in here. I'm not even just placating. A lot of you guys have good reads, and a lot of you guys trade the way I trade now. So I don't want to. I don't want to be fading that. Monday night bullish. Okay, so it's a little bit 50-50 right now. We got 27 likes, 3 more likes. Let's run that giveaway. You take a look at gold. I got you. I got you, Trader Dunia. So we're still kind of at these key levels, higher time frames. Adam K says, "Won't lie, I'm already longing NQ." LOL. Okay, fair enough. The daily imbalance, bro. I'm with you there. Zach, bro, your name is very interesting. Thank you. I guess. I agree. Yes, we are real traders, not gamblers. When I want to gamble, I go over to DraftKings and I bet on the Knicks. I hit a nice parlay last night on the Knicks, man. 5 leg parlay and it hit. All right, chat. We just hit 30 likes. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to run our first giveaway. And Trader Dunia, I'll do a gold analysis as soon as we finish it. How much I bet and get return? I do real small, bro. I'm no high roller. I did like a $30 parlay, but it hit. I made like 120. So I just do it for fun. But all right, let's do this, guys. So this is what you're going to do to enter the giveaway. You need to join the Discord because you're going to put your entry in Discord. Okay, so let me drop that link. I'll drop it in both of the streams so nobody misses it. Where am I from? From Brooklyn, New York. Born and raised in New York. Originally from Long Island, moved to Brooklyn like almost 10 years ago. So shout out Knicks, bro. And no, I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan. The Nets suck. We are Knicks fans. But okay, yeah, guys. So you're gonna join the Discord, and this is what you're gonna do. Let me show you guys. It's gonna take a second for me to get this going. So this is how you're gonna enter. We'll start off with Blue Guardian accounts. Why does live look so tall? So you're Adib, you're currently in the vertical view format. You can go to the other stream if you want to watch on desktop, which is our regular stream. So go to Prop for Match Live and go to the regular live stream. Okay, this is what you're gonna do, guys. You're gonna go to the PFM Discord. Let's do it like this. It's gonna take a little extra few seconds for me to get both streams up. Why is the live in shorts? It's not only in shorts, we're also live on the regular platform as well. You just got to go to Prep for a Match Live if you want to watch it on the regular screen. We're running 2 streams today, simultaneous. Okay, there we go. So here you're going to be in Discord. This is the Prop for a Match Discord server. So you're going to join with that link I sent you guys in the comments, and then you're going to go here. You're going to go to stream chat. Okay, so go to PFM TV, go to stream chat, and we're going to start here. Say to enter, type Blue Guardian. Okay, so right there, all of the names under my entry will be counted. So go ahead, enter the stream. You'll see we got the whole crew coming in. Don't do all capital letters. We have an issue with all caps lock. We don't like it in the, the PFM Discord. So go ahead, get your entries in there, chat. We'll go right here for now. Keep it like this. And get your entries in. So everyone stay tuned. We're going to take a really quick break, like 2 seconds. And when I get back, we will announce the winner. We'll find the winner. We'll do a duck race or a pin wheel. So I will be right back, chat, okay? Get those entries in. All right, we back. We back. How we doing? Everybody get their entries in on Discord. Let's take a look. All right, looking good. I want to give everyone enough time, so I'll give you a few more seconds, okay? Why is live in the shorts? We're just trying something new. It's not just in the shorts. So if you want to check out the regular live stream with the normal view, just go over to Prop for Match Live and click the other one. Hello, Zach. How you doing? How are you doing, Darmesh? Good to see you, bro. How to join your Discord. You're going to go here. There is the link. Click that link that I just put in the comments. Join, get verified, and then go ahead and enter the giveaway. Guys, don't spam it too, okay? Only one entry. You only need one. Spamming it doesn't help because we separate it. We get all these names in now. All right. We got all the names. I see one more person go. I'll do this one last time. Go for it. Get it in right now. All right. We'll give away 2 accounts. All right, here we go. This is good, man. We're getting a lot of people in our Discord. And you know what? We got more names than usual, and I think that's because we're also streaming to YouTube Shorts. So that's good. That's what it's all about. Josh, why 2 streams? Because we're just trying to expand the reach. So we're experimenting with streaming on YouTube Shorts as well. And if it goes well, we want to be able to stream vertical on Instagram Live and TikTok. So that's the idea. Giveaway account sizes are 25K. Are you ready, chat? We got our names right here. Y'all ready to run it up? Not good for us. Too many competition for the giveaway. Hey, as we grow, that's just the way it's going to go, man. Guys, Dino, did you enter on Discord? Rexy, I got you, bro. We're using Discord names, okay? It's going to be your Discord name. So let's go. Ready? On 3. One, two. Oh, shit. Darmesh, let's go. Darmesh, you have won. Darmesh, band's ready. You won a Blue Guardian account. Congrats. 25K Blue Guardian account. Let's go. Shout out Darmesh. You deserve it, buddy. There is no activation fee for Blue Guardian. Yo, dude, I am so Josh. Yeah, I'm so congested today, man. I don't know it is what it is. I'm so congested. Every time the weather changes, my nose just gets like so stuffed. I think I have a deviated septum. Not sure if this is interesting for the stream, but yeah, I think I'm gonna need like surgery one day, bro. Usually, once I get used to the weather, though, it comes back and I get my breathing back. Like I'm not even sick. It's a physical thing when the weather changes. It really is a bummer, man. Due to yesterday market, I blew an account. Well, you just got a new one, brother. Congrats. Let's do one more, though. We'll give away one more account for now. And then we'll get back to charts. And then I got 6 more accounts to give away. So, yeah, dude, I'm gold. It's a rough life, bro. I'm going to need surgery for sure. It'll happen one day. I don't got time for it. Add my name, Zach. Guys, listen, if you missed it, you missed it. Okay. We'll do it again. We'll do a bunch more. So let's do this. Ready? On 3. 1, 2. Hey, Sue Ronaldo, shout out. You want a Blue Guardian account from Blue Guardian. Congratulations, bro. So remember, guys, the way you're going to get this account, you're going to go to PFM support on X, okay? So go here, PFM support on X. Let me drop this in the comments so everybody can see. I'll drop it here. Let me drop it in the other chat as well. We actually got some people here in chat on the YouTube Shorts. So there you go. He's not even on live. I don't know what you guys are talking about on the short stream. What are we talking about? Are we having an issue on the other side? If you learn what Zach teaches you, you won't need the giveaway. You'll be making money to buy accounts. Facts. I couldn't agree more with that, bro. That's what we're here to do, man. Josh is a great example. He's killing it right now. How we doing though, chat? Should we get back to some charts for now? I just want to check this other stream because people are saying it's not good. It looks fine to me. All right, but yeah, that's how you guys are going to claim your accounts. And don't worry, we're going to have more accounts to give away very soon. So just stay tuned. And of course, listen, like Josh said, you don't need to win accounts, guys. You could literally just learn what I show you here. I traded live to a 10K payout in our first week. And we took a payout, taking all the same trades as me. So just learn how I trade, and you won't even need giveaways. But also, you can still get the best discounts at Prop Firm Match, as you all know. Okay, so golds. Do you guys want me to do a quick gold analysis? Kirsty says, been watching your course. It's golds. Thank you so much. I spent like 6 months on that thing, so I hope it's good. All right, let's do this gold analysis. I mean, guys, I've had the exact same levels marked out since we got that initial drop a couple weeks ago, right? So that was this daily fair value gap. Look how well this thing held beautifully, man. Look at this. Came into that daily imbalance. We had this nice wick closed back above. So then we just zoom in, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. And take a look at this. What happens? We get an hourly market structure shift right here. So we shift structure on the hourly time frame right here. What do we do once we do that? Higher highs and higher lows. A bit of a range, bit of a consolidation, but we ultimately hold this bullish level, this daily fair value gap after the 1 hour market structure shift, and we make our way higher. Again, higher time frame, market is bullish. So when we tap into that higher time frame level, when the market has been this bullish, we're going to expect to move up. This is what we called. We really did call this. On top of that, we have a draw on liquidity. Look at these hourly equal lows right here. We have not tapped them yet. So my analysis for gold is that we are going to keep going up to these equal highs. That's it. This is the draw on liquidity. This is the magnet, if you will, right? So this is where I think the market's heading. Now, intraday, what can it do first? Targets and levels. Let's see. I think we could go up today. I think we could take these out today. We have equal highs right here again. So we have double equal highs. Honestly, I think we just grind our way up. I don't see a fair value gap in here that the market, I mean, we have this one. Maybe if the market wants to be annoying, it can come down here first, tap this imbalance, and then go up. But it's either going to grind its way up like this and come up to those equal highs. So those equal highs are coming in at 4175, or we're going to do something like this if the market wants to be a little more difficult. Come down, sweep out these lows, tap into that imbalance, and then bring us higher. But that's what I'm thinking for gold. That's my analysis. Where's my course? It's on ASFX TV. Follow me on X, and I talk about it a lot there. Small support and resistance. Just got home from the gym. Need to draw out my chart. Yeah, Josh, let us know what you're looking at. But yeah, that's my analysis on gold, guys. I think it's pretty clear. I think we got a good idea there. Good read. And NQ is similar. Like we have these relative equal highs right here, and we have this daily imbalance up here, which starts right above those equal highs. So it's like a nice confluence, right, for the target. Here's that daily fair value gap. This is the imbalance I'm talking about right here. It looks like we want to just rip our way up to that. And then this will be a strong level. Okay, so like, could we get a rejection inside here? Yeah, definitely. Maybe it's just to go higher. Who knows? But pretty clear level right here. So this is what we're going to be watching for. And honestly, like I'm tempted to want to wait for the retracement to midnight. Like, so if we go back down to the lower time frame, it would make me really happy to see something like this happen first, but I don't think it's going to happen. A retrace, dip below midnight, maybe take out the Asia session liquidity, tap the POC one more time, and then bring us up. This would bring an amazing long opportunity, but I don't know if we're going to get that retracement. It's a bit, how do I say, that would just be a gift if we got something like that. It would be a big gift. So we'll see. We will see. We got what? 30 minutes till the open. We have DecipherTheAlgo coming on in 30 minutes or so. We'll see what he's looking at. Me and him trade pretty similarly. He uses ICT, but I think he also uses volume profile. So a nice little mix right there. So we'll have a lot to talk about. My X username is IamZarb. I just typed it in the chat for you. IamZarb on X. You can also find that in the description of the video. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I just can't wait till this government opens back up and we can actually trade the pre-market. I don't feel comfortable trading the pre-market without news. It's just not going to be volatile enough, I feel like we mostly just kind of range around. Like there's no real setup there. That is what is missing the reports. Yeah, man. Like, it's so funny. I feel like when I first started trading in the FX, in the Forex days, I remember like gurus out there used to say, don't trade on news event days. And I tried to listen to that. And I was like, bro, every other day is a news event day. Like, when are you trading? On top of that, the news events are what sparks the volatility. That's what, especially if the market's going to go down, like most of the time, we need some type of news catalyst to get there. But yeah, man, we'll see. I'll probably focus on Tradeify for the open, and then maybe we'll go over to Apex if we're green. Whether we're green or red, I'll probably risk sync and go over to Apex after. Trading the market without data looks like you are riding in darkness. Yeah, big facts. Big facts, bro. People used to say that, though. They used to say, don't trade high impact news days. It's like, what? How do you do that? But yeah, guys, if you are here on the YouTube short part of the stream, if you're at the desktop, come on over to the standard stream. You know what I mean? You'll have a better view. That's where most of the chat is. I don't like this big jump during the overnight. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Josh. That's why I feel like it's very feasible for us to come down, sweep the Asia lows first. And then we could, again, just use the previous day's point of control as our line in the sand, which was very similar to yesterday, right? Yesterday, and I don't want to say we got cooked because I traded safely, but I did take losses in the morning. I didn't make my money back until the afternoon. And what was the cause of me making my money back? I can show you guys. We can go back. If I go to the PFM Discord channel, in here, guys, I give my analysis under Zach's analysis on the PFM TV channel. So right here, this was my update at 4:50 p.m. So before market closed. So if you remember, we were trying to long in here when we were on with Randy, and it was kind of tough, man. I mean, the market was just grinding its way up. We created a bunch of equal highs. Like we had a draw on liquidity, we had midnight open, and we were just trying to long as we stayed above the POC. Didn't work, but what did we do? We dipped below the POC, and then once we had this bullish candle back up, we ripped back up above the POC after sweeping this low. I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to using the POC as my line in the sand. That's all, man. So I got long above the POC, stopped below that structure, targeted the same exact levels we were targeting in the morning. These equal highs right here and here, and midnight open. And that's what got me back up for the day. R6 says, this is better. I was on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, man, the YouTube Shorts is like, really, we just want to expand the reach. But guys, if you're watching on YouTube Shorts, you might as well come over to the full stream so you get a better view. Zach, start a pool in YouTube for daily bias. A pool? Do you mean like ask the rest of the chat what their daily bias is? Just clarify what you mean, because I'm open to it. Yes. Okay, we did that before, but okay, guys, after I just gave my analysis, what do you think now? After what I said, what's your guys' daily bias? Bullish or bearish? Drop it in the chat. Oh, a poll. A poll. I should do a poll. How do I do that? I think I can figure that out. Let me try and figure that out. We have to do it on YouTube Studio. I'll figure that out for tomorrow. But yeah, just drop it in the chat. Bullish or bearish? Still bullish, bearish. I trade GU, so I don't know. Bullish after seeing previous day's POC and midnight touched. Fair enough. TN just came over to full screen. There you go, bro. Yeah, I can do it in YouTube Studio. I can try real quick. Let me see. We got a few minutes to kill anyway. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. I got the poll. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I just dropped the poll. Go ahead. Put your entry in. I'm interested. Let's see. Mike says bullish for now as long as VWAP is respected. Which VWAP? Overnight VWAP, New York VWAP? Most of you guys are bullish, but let's see. This is dope. We can get this poll. This is cool. Good idea, guys. So far, we got 59% bullish, 41% bearish. Keep it coming. Also, guys, if we hit 50 likes before Decipher the Algo comes on, I'll run another giveaway before he gets on here. And polls are fun. Okay, cool. Adam says, so I think we should take the opposite bias from the majority. So, okay, this is a good question. What do you guys think about that? Should we fade the overall bias? Should we fade the chat? Or is chat right? The masses are usually wrong, right? So, I don't know. We'll have to see. How many days is the trial for the course? I think you can get a free trial through a special link. If you go to my X, you can find it. I think it's like the first month. Fade the crowd. Retail money. I feel you guys. I get it. I heard something like if your win rate is 20%, just trade the opposite every day. I mean, bro, it's not the worst concept. So you guys are familiar with ICT's turtle soup, right? I've talked about this on stream before. Are you guys familiar with turtle soup from ICT? So I'll give a quick overview of what turtle soup is. All right. Turtle soup is this term that ICT coined. Okay. And first off, what is turtle soup? It goes something like this. Turtle soup is about fading breakout traders, right? So people that buy at the high of a breakout and expect the market to run. Statistically, this does not happen nearly as often as something like this happens. We break a high, it looks like it's going to run, and then it reverses back down, sweeping all of the people out here and also stopping out early longs and the people who were late to the long buying the breakout. Now, there was a crew back in the day of prop firm traders, not online prop firm traders, like real prop firm traders, brick and mortar. And what they did was they called themselves the turtle traders. And all they did was buy breakouts on the daily time frame of individual stocks. So if a market broke out on the daily time frame, they would buy and they would look for like a 4R risk reward trade. So they'd have a tight stop. Now, they were very transparent, though, that most of their trades lost. They had like a 20% win rate, but they made millions of dollars. And they called themselves the turtle traders. So ICT coined the term turtle soup by pretty much going over the exact concept that you just said. If you're right 20% of the time, fade yourself. His concept was if these guys lose 20% of the time buying this breakout, I will do the opposite. So when the market makes a new swing high, instead of buying the breakout, I'm going to short that move and rely on the statistics that 20% of the time, 80% of the time, they're going to fail if they have a 20% win rate. That's turtle soup in a nutshell. So what you just went over in the comments, that's it. It's the same idea. So that's turtle soup. It made me think about that. ICT equals I can't trade. I don't know, bro. I trade ICT and I've made 6 figures this year in prop firm payouts, trading ICT. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what it stands for. So fade the first breakout and go opposite. Yeah, that's what turtle soup is. It just made me think about it because it's the same idea. Thanks for clearing that. I always was thinking, why is it not chicken soup? Yeah, there's actually a reason for the name. Raj, you just have to go to my X to get that. Okay. I don't want to be like promoting it too much here. You can go here and you'll find it. Just scroll down. So Darmesh has a question here. I want to answer this. So Darmesh is asking, if I hit 2 stop losses straight, I get triggered and I trade aggressively. Any suggestion from your end to overcome this? And you guys from chat, can you give advice for me? I'm just 6 months into trading. I'd love to hear what the chat thinks about this, but I'll give you my opinion. I did this for years, man. I had that issue for 2 years straight. I could not deal with a losing day. I would trade very well, right? And then as soon as I had a losing day, all bets were off and I would tilt and I'd blow my accounts. All I can say is from my perspective, I just got tired of it physically. I got to the point that I couldn't deal with it anymore. And I was like, I'm going to either need to quit trading or figure this out because I'm running around in circles and I'm losing my mind. So for me, it was just a matter of pain. Like I could not deal with the pain of that any longer. And the problem is, at least from my perspective, there's no answer for you, bro. Like, it's not that there's no answer. It's not this secret, complicated thing. The reality is, you have to give yourself some self-respect and have some discipline and not do that. I wish there was an easier answer, but that is the answer. So from my perspective, it was like I just had to, or I had to quit trading. Now you're in for 6 months. I did that for 2 years before I got tired of it. You know, it's easier said than done, but it is actually a simple answer. You just can't do that. Give yourself a daily loss limit. If you take 2 L's on the day, just stop. There's always another day. That is the answer. I wish there was something more secretive and complicated to give you, but that's it, Dharmesh. Or size down to 1 micro after 2 L's. That's helpful too. So if you guys notice, I do that. On the days that I'm not trading as well, you've seen me do it in real time. I size down significantly. So that's another helpful thing. Like, yeah, you're not going to make your money back on that next trade if it wins when you size down, but it will help you mentally because you'll lock in the win and you'll feel better about yourself. And then you can just stop and come back tomorrow. Have to walk away after 2 L's. Also, don't trade after a big up day. That's helpful too. If there's an A+ setup, trades that you were going into, feel good about it. Look to see if your stop loss is too tight. Yeah, also, a lot of traders love using like ultra tight stop losses. I think you need to use bigger stops. You need to give your trade room to actually breathe. Too many people use like 5-tick stop losses and get stopped out over and over and over again. That's also not helpful long term. Uninstall the broker you trade with from your phone. Yep. Go outside, touch grass. We all know the answer to these things. It's just a matter of actually doing it. But yeah, that's my answer. And looks like the chat agrees and also can empathize with you, Dharmesh, because we've all been there. All right, guys, we got what, 15 minutes till Decipher the Algo comes on? It's going to be a good conversation. Looking forward to it. Future here is strong bearish on NQ. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at our poll. Is it still up? What was the answer? Okay, so we got 48 votes, 60% bullish, 40% bearish. So it's not like it's super biased in one way. You know, it's leaning a little more bullish. So do that with what you will. Does that mean we fade or do we follow? Oh, yeah, we also are at 50 likes. So should we run a giveaway, chat? Persevere, guys. Let's go. True 2 says, I think you're right, Zach. Manipulation, then up. Looks like it's leading down. I would love that, bro. Yeah, true 2. So that's exactly what I would love to see. So I'd love to see this, right? We don't take out this high yet. Market consolidates, and then at the open at 9:30, we do something like this. Then up. This would be ideal. This would be so nice, dude. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get something like that. Thanks, Zach. And you guys, you are awesome. Much appreciated, Dharmesh. Simon, I see you're on the vertical stream. He says, why on vertical mode? So We're just also streaming concurrently to YouTube Shorts, so that's why it's vertical here. Just go to the link that we put right there above your comment. Click on that link, and you can come and join us on the regular full size stream. My Forex screen says waiting to get my short entry triggered. Okay. Just from a simple market structure shift on the daily, you see we hit discount and since are going up. Yeah, facts. You are right about that. We tapped in a discount, we went higher because we're in a daily uptrend. It's valid. All right, chat. We can run a giveaway. I'm down. So let's give away top one futures. So again, what you guys are going to do, you're going to go over to Discord, to the Prop for Match Discord. Let me drop the link again for anyone that might miss it. If you want to join, because you do need to join the Discord to enter the giveaway. I'll drop it in the chat right here. Okay, I dropped it in both chats. Go ahead, join the Discord. Once you get verified, you're going to come over here to PFM TV. Go to the stream chat, and we're going to do it right here. So all the entries below my name are going to get counted. So that's what we're going to do. For top one futures, you can win one per week, correct? And my Forex screen, keep us updated on your short. Let us know if you get triggered. So go ahead, get your entries in, guys. And this is what we're going to do. I'll take a quick break. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back and we will announce the winner to the Discord giveaway. So go ahead, get your entries in. I'll give you guys some time. All right. All right, we are back. What is good? What's good, chat? We got DecipherTheAlgo coming on in a few minutes, but let's get this giveaway done. Let's give away these top 1 futures accounts. We ready, fam? I see we got a bunch of entries in here. That's what's up. Let's just get this going, and we'll give away these accounts quick. Market looks like it's pulling back, which is what we want to see, right? All right, beautiful. We got these names. We're going to make this quick, chat. All right, we ready? Espresso, yes, sir. Cheers. I used to have like a real espresso machine, but it's too much work, bro. I don't have time to do all that shit, you know? So I went lower, got a little Nespresso machine. I got the pods. I'm good to go. It's more than enough for me. Had to get rid of the real espresso machine, man. It's like too many people nerd out on coffee. I thought I would get into it like that, but then I realized I have a life and I'm too busy to do that. So I scrapped it and got the Nespresso machine. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll give away 2 top 1 futures accounts real quick before we get DecipherTheAlgo on stream. 1, 2. Dap Z, shout out. You were the winner. Congrats, bro. So what you're going to do, that's your Discord name, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to PFM support on X. This is how you're going to claim your account. Go here to PFM support. I'll drop the link in the chat for you. Shout out. That's you. I see you. Send them a timestamp screenshot showing your Discord name. That's how you're going to claim your account. So big deal, big deal. Congrats, bro. Let's do one more. One more. Here we go. 1, 2. Trade with DK. Let's go. Big shout out. You want a top 1 futures account, my friend. So same thing as everyone else. You're going to go to PFM support on X. I'll drop it in the chat for you one more time. Claim your account there. Okay, just let them know your Discord handle, all that good stuff, and you will be good to go. Ooh, look at this pullback we're getting on NQ, guys. It looks like we're dropping at midnight for sure. So maybe we'll take the longs once we dip below midnight. We'll see. We'll see. We got, oh, market's open. Okay. Let's see. Do we got Christian in here yet? Not yet. Okay, cool. So we'll just keep working on these markets. Just clean up my trade. Get my screen. Okay, cool. Some of you were short, right? My Forex screen's up 2R. Let's go, dude. Nice. Okay, we just engaged midnight right at the open, guys. So there's no midnight retracement setup. We're just going to use midnight as a simple gauge for premium and discount. Okay, so could we get a long dipping below midnight back up? Honestly, I think we could. Nice drop, dude. Here, I'm going to log into my Tradeify accounts because that's what I want to trade for the morning, I think. Previous day's POC is next, most likely. We'll see. All right, we are in chat. Dude, going straight down. Look at that. Straight down. Who else is in a trade yet? Anyone get into a trade right now? I want to get long, but I think we'll get this sweep of the Asia session liquidity first. There's a little hourly fair value gap in here. This might ultimately hold higher time frame. It's small, but it's there. I think we got to use POC as our general line in the sand. Only thing, guys, we do have to be aware that there's like a huge SMT divergence. Oh, and we got Christian up in here, so let's pull him on quick. We got him on both streams. Perfect. Okay, let me do this. One sec. Here we go. Here we go. Yo. Yes, we can hear you, and I got you on. Okay, we good. Got you on both streams. Yeah, dude, we're streaming from like YouTube Sports in vertical format and on our standard YouTube channel. So I'm flipping back and forth right now. But okay, we're good. We got you on in both studios. Perfect. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Yeah, it's nice little open action we're seeing, the nice little sell-off. But it's cool to see you got the vertical going for the stream. I like seeing people with the different formats. I mean, it's what you got to do. People are going to watch it how they're going to watch it, so you got to get to how the people are going to see it. But what are you looking at going into today?
Man, part of me, I'm kind of 50-50 on the bias. I mean, generally going with the trend, I like a long, maybe up into that daily fair value gap on NQ. That's what we've been talking about this morning. So,
yeah, it's I see that one too. I know what you're talking about.
But I also got to acknowledge we have a higher time frame like bearish SMT, right?
Yeah.
Because already took those highs. Maybe NQ wants to like front run that gap, go
What
lower.
about that daily low?
Daily low?
That'd be a little crazy on NQ, right? A daily
Bro,
swing.
It's possible.
Was that like 700, 24/7? Yeah. That'd be pretty
Honestly,
wicked.
it's not impossible. And the thing is, bro, I don't know about you, higher time frame. I don't know how you've been doing in these markets, but like I want the market to just stay away from all-time highs.
Yeah, it's been frustrating. I'll say that. Last week was great. I love last week. This week, I feel like I have a concussion a little bit. Just like my read's just a little bit off on some of these days. But yeah, we'll see if the short continues. I do have a position on from like 800s.
Beautiful. Short?
Yeah. So we'll see.
Well,
We'll see
get your
short
short
again.
We can see
Yeah,
what you're looking at. Yeah, also
Yes.
while you're doing that, man, if you just want to intro yourself, like me and you have done at least one stream together.
Yeah, we've done a couple things for sure.
Yeah, like I love like seeing your outlook on everything. We have a lot of mutuals, so we're kind of part of the same universe. So I'm excited to have you on here. Thanks again for coming on. And
yeah, of course. Let me get I'll do a quick intro. I'm trying to get this login real quick. I need to work on some my funded futures accounts as well. I'm trying to get everything through TradeSyncer. So it's just been a bit of a transition with all of that. But basically, I day trade like everyone else here. I trade smart money concepts. Very familiar with volume profile as well. That's pretty much what I cut my teeth on in the beginning with options. So now, very much like yourself, I'm using a little bit of both when I'm trading. So I'm trading with volume profile, a little bit different than what I think people do. I like to do these session volume profiles, and I basically align that with like the Asia, London, and New York sessions like that, instead of just doing visible range. So I try to really see, instead of just having, people have like a colorful box for their sessions, I try to just look at the volume profile for those specific little regions. And yeah, it's been good. I mean, this market this week, it's a little bit different. I know a lot of traders are kind of struggling with the whole, is there news? Is there no news? It's been tricky with the government shutdown. Although it seems like the market kind of moves better. Like, especially overnight, it's just been moving a lot more with the government shutdown. So I don't know if that's like telling of something, but yeah, long story short, my whole thing is I like trading and I like showing people the mental side of it as well. The creative sides around trading, more than just like, oh, here's a Bollinger Band, right? I think technicals take you so far, but you really have to have a passion for everything markets to have a sustainable career in this, because anybody can learn a technical system, but as we know, most traders don't succeed from that alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said, man. Well said. I heard you talking a little bit about this on your podcast with Austin, which I listened to, by the way. It was a great conversation.
Thank you,
I also profile with ICT, so we're similar in that way. I use session volume profile as well, but what I do is I just incorporate the entire previous day. So I include Asia, London, and New York, but it's all in one profile. And I just look at the POC, the value area high, value area low, and I call it the value areas of the previous day. And I've been doing that for like 4 years, so haven't changed anything about it. I love those levels; they're on my chart every day, as you can see. But you do it. It seems like you refine it a little bit more. So you look at like
so because when you think about markets, we tend to get more than one rotation a day. It's not just the New York Open.
Sorry to cut you off real quick. If you could also get your chart on the second studio.
Oh,
as well.
yes, of course.
Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Oh, you're good. All right.
So when you're pulling it, are you pulling fixed ranges or?
Yeah, I like to do. So this is a very simple one that I have so for the New York Open, I'm going to put 8:30 Eastern. I'm just going to do that so it gets a little bit out the way. That hour right before is good for me too. I'd say that's New York Open as well. What I like to do a lot of the time, I will take, like we said, there's rotations that happen intraday. They don't just happen once a day. So if we can look at a specific hour, even just like the midnight open, a lot of times I'll throw a volume profile on the midnight open. And let's see, I probably have a layout that has a little more, because this is like my execution one. I have, let's see, what is it? Chart? I think chart works. Yeah, I should have, I think this grid right here will have a couple. Two, and there should be a third one. But either way, yeah, so we'll pull it up, get a little zoomed out. This right here is the 8:30. Where's the other one at? That one over. Here we are. Okay. So you see I have 3 different colors. There's 3 different profiles. So right here, you can see the New York session. We also have midnight open and then the Asia open. Sometimes I'll do 8 p.m. Sometimes I'll just do the daily open. I adjust them. So I make them different colors and I adjust them because a lot of times, let's just say the daily open happens 6 Eastern. Come 8 o'clock, there's going to be a different regime that kind of steps in, whether it's algorithmic order flow, if it's someone hitting the market, if there's news, like things will tend to change, especially overnight on the hourly rotation. So if I can just adjust a profile based on that, it's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do it, because you'll get a better understanding of like, is there a new player involved, right? Like at the start of an hour. And it's like, with that in mind, a different point of control may be established at different prices than what would just be given for the full day. So I adjust it. And then also the midnight, because obviously volume gets a lot greater once you start the new day, 12, midnight Eastern, just compared to the opening, that first little bit of time. So that's kind of my framework on it. I've been also starting to incorporate more market profile as well. That's something I'm familiar with from.
Interesting.
It really is. It makes a lot of sense though. But yeah, look at the sell-off. We're still going. This is nice.
Dude, I would love to have been short with you, man. Wait, you're short from 800?
Yeah, 803. I took some damage on this one, but I'm like good right now. I'm like even, but we'll see.
Fire.
Yeah,
Where's your target? What are you looking for?
just whatever, you know. On moves like this, I'm not gonna. I guess let me put it this way. Bottom line, I think prior day low is a strong contender, but I'm not necessarily limited to that. So what I imagined today was going to be, it fell in alignment with what I was thinking, which is a sweep that happens above prior day high. If that happens really early in the day, it's probably a fake out. It's probably a failure swing or a failed break, I guess. And then so when you have that kind of setup, you look from prior day high to prior day low, especially if it's a narrow range like we saw, relatively inside bar on NQ specifically. Yeah, so that was kind of the setup I had in mind. And it's working really well. So we're back into a new day opening gap right here. Is this the new day or yeah, we have a new day opening gap we're back into. Just traded through it, in fact. And I'm really just looking for a continuation lower. It could end wherever. I mean, I realistically should probably trail pretty soon, just like to protect some open profits. But
Take a look at ES too, Josh, because Josh Garcia just let us know this in the chat. He said ES not nearly as bearish right now as NQ.
Yeah, ES had a better daily close. So that's a really good point. Look at that. Yeah, we are still above prior day high. Well, very important to note. So you have two scenarios. One, ES catches up or NQ reverses, right? So that's the rotational, nature of these markets. You could compare to YM. If two of the three are kind of strong, I mean, YM's, so I wonder what's happening in tech. NQ's dying, YM's pushing, and ES is somewhere in the middle. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to trail this.
You're short the right instrument, though.
Yeah. The daily close really was instrumental, to say the least, right? To be a little on the nose with it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably trail to like 694. I think that's good.
So was that bearish SMT up at the highs a big factor here? The idea to go to the daily fair value gap instead?
Yeah, I mean, so when I'm looking at NQ, what I was really thinking is, so I don't know how to put this into words the best, but what I saw initially when I saw this daily candle, and obviously we've squeezed a little bit higher since then. I know in the past my initial bias immediately is bullish here, but I just thought back to February where I noticed a couple days like that where the following day wasn't exactly the most bullish. So I was just a little wary, and this rally was pretty substantial here. But I've just been looking for signs of exhaustion, like pushing higher. I've just been looking for it. It's been kind of hard to find. But what I did start to notice is, yeah, you mentioned the SMT here. That I was thinking that, but I was also just noticing how it was kind of boxing out, like until the open. So I'm short at like, maybe 30 minutes or whatever before the open. And I noticed it's just not wanting to go higher, which made me pretty confident that the opening volatility would take it lower. So it was just a combination of factors. The timing on this week, though, for me has just been really off. Last week was, I was like really hot last week, and I think that kind of threw me off because this market's to this week was just a little bit different than I expected. I had like a flawless week last week on like every account. So yeah.
I would love to know, like, what accounts are you trading? Are you focused fully on props? I heard you said you're using a copier to copy between multiple accounts.
Yeah.
Your prop firm approach lately.
So what I like to do, and this is just as of now, I haven't used it too long, but I do like TradeSyncer. I really do. I think it's awesome. It's not even if you're using a ton of accounts. I think it's just really nice, even if you have like two, because if let's just say I'm using my top one accounts, that's on Project X. Project X's mobile app, not really my favorite anymore. I mean, like it just seems like the screen it's just super cluttery. But I like TradingView, obviously. So if I could execute on TradingView and it automatically copies to the Project X API, then easy. I literally can execute from anywhere and all my accounts are linked. Simple. So Project X, I'm going to be using Top Step and I'm going to be using Top One. Those are the accounts that I have there. I have some Lucid accounts as well. And then I have some My Funded Futures accounts. So I'm just grabbing a couple and I'm slowly just going to keep building it out. it's a process, right? Like I think anybody who goes through the process of like just getting their share of allocation, you'll get some accounts and you might lose some accounts. So it's a
Sure.
process to kind of get it all the way to the max. And there might be different approaches where you could go a little bit slower. Like I said, this week kind of just threw me off. So I definitely burned like 2 evals that were almost done. Just being a little too aggressive. And I mean, I guess what I could share is just be careful with weeks like this, because I've talked to traders who've blown tens of thousands in potential payouts this week because of how off they were. Okay, now we're snapping lower, breaking down to 600.
Yeah, really going.
This is
beautiful, bro. Beautiful move here.
Yeah, this is a good trade. I'm gonna just try to cover my risk or my red. So I'm green on the day no matter what, but
Beauty.
I'm going for a bigger target. That's the annoying part too. I was right on the location and I just got shaken out a couple times. Like my entry has pretty much been identical for
Yeah.
for this whole period, but because of that, and I'm using, I don't know, like a handful. I have like 10 mini micros. So it's
when did you start shorting? Like getting ready, building up this short idea?
Yeah, I mean, well, today obviously last like hour and a half ish, give or take. Yeah, I'd say hour and a half. It's kind of what I was looking at. It's hard though. It's really hard to kind of identify. But go ahead, say
So
again.
you just took a couple of small paper cuts, getting that position right, and
Yeah, I mean, is as small as you want them to be, right? Like the volatility at the highs is pretty aggressive. It seemed unrealistic to me, but anyways.
If you're short from 800, I mean, you're floating 800 ticks, 200 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which
just
is
about.
The volatility has picked up so much, dude.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get some bigger expansion. So I don't know if you're ever watching like ATR or anything like that when you're trading. I like looking at ATR. So ATR is basically average true range. It's going to tell you what the average candle range is for whatever the last period is, last 15, 20 candles or whatever. Yeah, daily volatility has been dropping a little. So if you can see right here on the daily chart, notice how I had, if you can still see my chart, I marked out prior day high and prior day low. Those are my only 2 levels that I had. I'll go ahead and remove this volume profile. This one I just drew a second ago. But yeah, I was only looking from here to here, really. Like that's kind of my move. And then I mentioned this daily swing point. So these would be my further stretch targets that I'd be looking at. But I mean, let's just be realistic. That's like I don't know, what is this? From open, that would be, yeah, I mean, it's possible. 952 points is a possible daily move, but it's pretty extensive.
Yeah, I think previous day's low is a proper target. Like it's looking like we're gonna go there. You also have on the hourly, if you go to the hourly, like you kind of created some stacked lows, some relative equal lows, hourly time frame. So
I mean, yeah, and you have that opening gap right there. So that's the other thing that threw me off. I thought this opening gap was going to get faded real quick. I was wrong. I was wrong on that. That's happened to me that's happened to me 2 weeks ago as well. I thought that
2 weeks ago was
right here, dude.
That was such a brutal grind up.
I hated my life. I honestly think I'm still bothered by this.
Bro, I got so lucky because I had locked in a payout, a 10K payout on Tradeify right before that gap up in grinds. Like I got so lucky because I just
you already know.
I know I would have blown those accounts if I was trying to trade that payout in that grind up.
That hurt my feelings, dude. That move. It was just tough. It was an annoying one. All right, so we mentioned prior day low. I'm probably I'll sell half at prior day low.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy to me. I'd be full out, but I guess you know what you're doing. You're looking for a target.
Whatever. So, like there's some days where I'm super I need to take profit, and then there's some days where it's like, dude, who cares? It's just I think this week is just frustrating me to the point where I'm like, it's fine.
I mean,
which is good and bad. It's really good and bad. So you don't want to ever get too like complacent in that sense. But at the end of the day, I expected to go to prior day low, so I'm gonna try to give it room.
You're trusting your analysis. That's all.
Yeah, and it will bite you in the ass sometimes. It's not always the best thing to do, because just because something can go to a level doesn't mean it has to, or that it will, or that it like is reasonable for it to do so. There's a million different factors. Trump could tweet right now. I could get smoked. I could stop
Also,
breaking.
bro, so we did a poll in the
Uh,
morning, bullish or bearish. And we were talking about this, like, do you fade
mm.
chat or do you follow chat? What do you think the poll says?
I think people are probably bullish today. I mean, what were
Yeah,
they saying?
68%
Yeah,
bullish, 32% bearish. So for now, guys, I'm going to do this every morning, and we're going to see how often we should fade the chat.
yeah. I mean, realistically, it's not a personal thing, but yeah, groups you always not always, always a hard word to say. Generally speaking, you kind of want to go against what most people think, and that's in life, that's in most things, because large numbers tend to not be right. People tend to be wrong together for whatever reason. That's just how our brains work. I like to think that way. I mean, I look at chat or Twitter or whatever, or Instagram. I look at all these things, and I will kind of base an opinion on if people are like uber bullish. I'm not. Like, not necessarily. There's a certain read you could get out of it where it's like, wait, why are you so confident? You know what I mean? Because everyone's level of development. I remember how I was at certain points in my trading where I'm super confident on a day and I'm dead wrong. So it's like reverse engineer that, and you have a pretty strong signal there. You know,
Exactly, bro. How long have you been trading actually?
feels like 20 years at this point. It's like, yeah, like four, like about five at this point. Yeah, pretty
We're
close
about
to
the same. Yeah, I'm on year
five.
5.
Nice, nice. Yeah, it's people have all these different things. So it's like, how long does it take to become profitable, or how much time do you have to put into it? It comes down to deliberate practice. And I know a lot of people, they'll say, oh, I've been trading for 8, 9, 10 years, and it's like, and 30 minutes 3 times a week is not a day. You know what I mean? So your schedule for a lot of these guys that say they've been trading forever, it's skewed, and that's the unfortunate part. But I can say for myself, when I started that first year, was quite literally like 8 to 10 hours a day, just studying market
Same,
material, reviewing charts, because I had the ability to. I wasn't
same.
confined to a job. I had a gym that I sold, and then I did a lot of my work remote. So I never really had to go to like an office or anything like that. So I was able to learn a lot quicker.
I was talking
Yeah,
about this on stream with Tanner, actually. Tanner was on
yeah,
a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and we were saying the same thing. Like, we feel very lucky that we got into trading when we had nothing going on. Like, it sounds like
yeah,
you were at least a little successful. You sold a gym. Me and Tanner we were like, he was like a server. I was working at a grocery
yeah,
store. I was like, dude, I might as well spend 8 to 10 hours a day doing this because I don't got shit else. Like,
yeah.
I didn't go to college. I was like, this is what I want to do. So I'll just sit here and I don't care how long it takes to figure it out because I literally have nothing else. And
That's
in a way, I'm blessed for that because
honestly, yeah,
I gave it my all. A lot of people have like a decent situation. They have a good 9 to 5, a decent paying job. And then it becomes like, your first year when you get into trading, from my experience, it's the most fun time because there's so
yep,
much promise. Then you get into year 2, year 3, you're still struggling and you're like, bro, what am I doing with my life? And you go, I have a good job. Why am I wasting my time and money on this? And that's when
yep.
people, but the people that don't quit are either just, they believe in themselves so much, or they genuinely don't have any other option. And
You,
I
you
feel
really you really need to put your all into it. Yeah, if your life's too comfortable, you will not have the hunger for it. For me, it
yeah,
was when I got into trading, I really just needed like something to kind of. I was like going through like a hard time. I guess you could put it that way. I just need something to like keep my mind distracted. You know what I
same.
mean? Like I needed like a hobby. That's kind of what my thought process was, and I was like, let me try this trading thing, not knowing how hard it would be. Like I had no understanding of how hard trading would be when I started. I started because I needed something to pass the time to, keep my mind like active. And holy shit, like I look back, I'm like, if I
It'll
knew,
keep you busy.
yeah, it's like I probably would not have. I probably would have started drop shipping. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably started something like that. So
No, dude, yeah, it's
I
so
think
true.
600 is gonna be the trail now.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we're still going. I think previous day's low seems clear as day. It's just a matter of when. not if, right?
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I mean, I could easily get wicked out. So here's the thing. If I get trailed out right here, I'll be up like was that $1,300 or something, which isn't all that great. I guess I sound kind of stupid saying that. But I've kind of been back and forth with this session. So I was up on gold last night, and then I got basically gave it back on gold, and then I end up getting some paper cuts this morning, and then now I'm back. So it's like I should have been able to keep more of the points I've accumulated, but as it currently stands, 600 is my line in the sand. I'm not going to let it go back on more than that, because it's just been too much back and forth. In fact, I think this is probably my last day trading this week at this point, just because it's too much back and forth for me.
And what accounts are you taking this on? So are you copy trading all of your accounts, or are you going on like a specific firm with this trade?
I have this on I have this on 150K top step account.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't have any top one exposure right now on this trade. And then I already took off like one of my funded futures evals because I hit the target. So
bro, did you take advantage of that 50K core account deal? They were like,
yeah, that's a good one. It was like $50, $59 or something.
with the 3K payout on for free. Sick deal, man.
They have daily payouts now. That's an
wild.
option. So I think prop firms are changing. I know there's been a little bit of discourse on the internet about that. I don't think Top Step's going to remain
top dog.
Yeah, they're not going to remain the top step, right? Like there's the activation fee, so it's expensive. That's the problem. It sucks though. It's because it's like I like using Top Step. I don't mind their.
I love Top Step still. Shout out Top Step.
I think it's simple. I mean, I wish they were cool. Like I wish they were like cooler, because they seem super cool. And like I remember learning about Top Step. I'm like, dude, these guys seem cool, you know? But it's like you just see like interactions. You're like, man, these guys are kind of like you guys need to like chill out, you know? I don't know how to put it, but it's like, you know, don't meet your heroes or whatever they say when you're a kid. It's like you see these guys, you're like, oh, cool, they go like snowboard or whatever, and it's like you just see them bickering and crying on Twitter, and you're just like, aren't you guys like grown fucking middle-aged men? Like, what are you doing? Anyways, but yeah, I like the idea of Top Step. So I typically will always have at least 150K Express account. And then just worked closer to the 5 accounts. It seems like I tend to get into like I'll just get into trouble after every good streak I get. I'll take a bit of a step back, and it's just I get too aggressive on some floppy conditions. So it is what it is. But it looks like we're gonna get the trail right here. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's a trail right here.
Still beautiful trade, man.
Not bad. I mean, 200 points. I mean, I sound ridiculous being upset, but it's a good trade.
It's a good trade, man. It's a solid trade. And yeah, in regards to Top Step, the one thing about Top Step that I love is their payout policy, in my opinion, is still the easiest firm to take a payout from. You can't beat that. Like 5 days, $150.
Yeah,
no
it's pretty good.
And I think this is why a lot of people get too aggressive on their XFAs, because there's no consistency rule. So they're always tempted to just hit a home run trade. I think that's where a lot of people go wrong with Top Step.
Yeah, you will absolutely go wrong. Like you have to. So the thing with hitting home runs is you have to know how to hit the ball. You know, like you can't just swing really hard. You have to know like where to make contact with the ball. Where are you aiming? Like there's a whole science to hitting home runs. Then also knowing how to manage your bankroll at the same time, because if you run, like let's just say this. Let's say I was a little too aggressive this morning with trying to get positioned, and I blew out my daily loss or so $1,200 on the day. I'm happy with that. Jeez, that was such a back and forth day.
There was a comment right here. Extra Fred said, "Oh no, my steak is too juicy."
Yeah, that's a problem though. It's like I sit here in my office and I'm just in my head all day, and I'm like, man, you fucking suck for like, you know, just the most minor thing. But when I say it out loud, I'm like, I sound so ridiculous, and it really is that comment's spot on. But yeah, it's a constant thing. So this account, 1,300 right there, not too bad.
No, not bad. I'm gonna get ready to start looking for a trade. I got some ideas, but yo, Christian, do you mind running the stream for like 30 seconds? I just need to take a break. I'll be right back.
All right. So pretty much what I had gotten short on, just to kind of reiterate with you guys, it's a real simple idea. Real simple idea. Nice. We're getting a little bit of a bounce. I'm sure there's going to be a higher low here, and then we run for VWAP. But basically, the idea is when you spend a lot of time at a price, like a lot of time there, you have to really ask yourself, what are we going to do? Like, I want you guys to see this consolidation up here, and I'll even box it in. This is super important because I understand it goes down and tests VWAP, but realistically, we're only trading between 820 and like 780. Yeah, 770. This is pretty much the same price. We're at the same price for hours. It goes up, it goes down, whatever. It's all within a couple ATR. Like, let's see, do I still have ATR? If we're looking at the 5-minute ATR, yeah, you're talking like 12 points. So, if it's a 40 point, it's just back and forth. This is one price for a lot of time. So when you spend a lot of time at an area, it market's in balance and it just needs some sort of reason to get out of balance. Opening volatility and prior day high, that seemed like a recipe for success for me. So I went ahead and looked for that type of trade. I was able to get short on this is something I like to do when I think, especially now this year, I feel like fair value gaps are getting a little too popular. So I don't think they work as well personally. But what I was looking at was essentially just any sort of pop. So the candlesticks are a little bit stretched right now, but you see this right here. Let me get a annotation tool. Yeah, when I'm looking at something like this, or like this, or like this, all these little pops, any of these would have been fine. This one just happened to not be the one, or this one happened to maybe be the one. I think actually on my eval, I got this one right here, and then my XFA was like right here. So when you're seeing pops and you expect it to fail back into the range, this is probably your best entry. Like it's you're trading that resistance idea. I'm expecting it to kind of just stay here. So any sort of push higher, I'm going to look and then just put my stop right above the swing point. That's the premise with that kind of idea. You could wait for a fair value gap and displacement, but I've just found it to be where a lot of these fair value gaps, they just don't hold the same way they used to. Like this is an example of a fair value gap. It did not hold. This move right here, are you kidding me? Like that's a massive move if you're trying to short on this thing. So
Do you think there's something to that like ICT is
yes,
getting more and more popular, that fair value gaps are
yes,
just not going to work as much?
yes. I'm dead serious with that. I don't think it's the same as it was last year. And I don't like mind you, I don't spend my time sitting around watching ICT videos. I don't care. I have other
Same
stuff to
here.
do.
Same
But
here,
I
man.
will every couple months. I'll go to the channel and see like how many subscribers does he have, because when I started learning about this stuff, it was like a couple 100,000, maybe. Like, you know what I
He's got
mean? It
like
was
a
like
million
big.
now, right? What does he got?
I last time I checked, I'm pretty sure it was over 2 million. Like I'm
Oh
like
my God.
90% sure it was over 2 million, which is
That's
unreal.
insane, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the biggest trading educator in the entire industry.
Yes. I mean, I would say at least top 5. I mean, there might be some people I'm not thinking of, but yeah, he's definitely up there in
He's up
terms
there.
of yeah. And for better or for worse or whatever, but the problem lies in the fact that when everybody knows the same strategy, markets are going to exploit that, whether it's algorithmic like front running that's kind of happening, or if there's just simply the programs that are pushing. It's never a matter with what we're trading, it's leverage, so it's never really a matter of direction that people get like messed up on. For the most part, it's generally the path. So just because, yeah, today we
So
went
true.
down in a straight line, that's great. It won't always go that way. But mind
No.
you, we went straight down and it's like, where's your fair value gap? I guess you got that one. Sure, that one worked. But a lot of people would be left hanging because there was no fair value gap there and they would think this was like shorting the bottom um, path. So a lot of times we might have a stop too tight, market rallies too high, and we get stopped out, or it just goes too aggressive without us. So that's how markets essentially induce you to either chase or to re-enter a trade after getting stopped out. So yeah, when it comes to fair value gaps, I think there's going to be a lot more of that where, I mean, every market technician I've ever heard speak on it says there's a lifespan to your trades, right? Like there's a lifespan to your playbook. It will come in phases, and markets eventually just shift. This is a very different market than what we saw, with Biden. Honestly, it's a way different market. And
Very different market.
I don't know if I like it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I like it. I've had some good trades this year, but I don't know if I like this market. It's a little, especially since like October, like that big panic sell off with that daily chart. Like, what is
That was
this?
wild.
It's terrible. I mean, I sold everything right before this, and then that happened. I felt like the world was going to end because I was like, wait, why did I sell everything? But now we're still persisting higher. So it's really a matter of like what secondary markets are going to do as well.
So someone in the chat, in relation to what you're talking about with fair
Mhm.
value gaps, they said, like, what about order blocks, breaker blocks,
Yeah,
suspension blocks? I don't really look at those, to be honest. But what do you think?
yeah.
Do you think those might hold more weight if less people are
Uh,
using those?
Yeah, I think there's value in the less crowded trade. That's a term you'll hear throughout your trading career
Yeah.
is the trade crowded? Because if the trade is crowded, meaning let's just say everybody's used to buying the open, just opening drive, just straight off the open. Why wouldn't the market makers or whoever's, anybody running a big book, why wouldn't they be incentivized to cause damage there? If they know that a certain behavior is being rewarded, why couldn't they go in and now cause pain to that type?
I was big on order blocks. I used order blocks before fair value gaps. And then when I found the fair value gap, I was like, okay, this is so much more efficient. But yeah, order blocks were huge for me and they work. Yeah.
Trade right here. This is cool. Whatever. It stabs through VWAP. You get a little pullback in a fair value gap. I'm telling you, a couple years ago, this thing would have just ran for this like almost immediately. And instead, it's just like this lazy grind, So it's just, I see a lot of that. This is more than just this example. In general, I find it to be, I could have probably had a better entry than the fair value gap. I almost wanted to see the displacement after I'm in the trade, if that makes sense. Or like a re-entry, an add to the trade. I like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's fair. It's fair, man. What do you think about current price action? We just put in a bullish SMT divergence on ES and NQ. Market is still higher time frame bullish. What do you think about a pullback here? Or even maybe this is the local low. Also,
Yeah.
I mean, NQ tapped its previous day's value area low. It's bouncing. We might have a 5-minute inversion here with hourly bullish SMT. There could be a long here.
Could be. Could be. I know yeah, I mean the 5 minute looks good. It looks clean. And again, this is one of those examples where it's like, yeah, where's your fair value gap? Like I see one right here, obviously. I'm not blind, but we kind of color over it if we're being honest. It stabs a little bit over. It's not as clean as I've seen it in the past. This year entirely is like that. But when you stepped away for a second, I was saying that we could potentially see a run for VWAP. So this kind of setup makes sense to me. Volume isn't all that crazy though at the lows, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of average. I mean, there's no real spike.
How
So
do you use volume?
I
Because I don't
don't
look at
really.
volume bars.
Yeah,
Okay.
not really. I mean, you can look at volume. It's information. So every bit of information has some amount of edge. When you're trading stocks, volume matters. When you're
Yeah.
trading the index, not as much. But when it's like a correlation of volume, so like extended price action plus exponential volume, that is that's like a stronger signal than just like, oh, a rising volume in an uptrend. Like come on, that stuff's a little too remedial for me to really care about. But when it's, I'm seeing a big move like this, I almost want to see some massive volume for me to be like, oh, we're going to run these highs. you know
Yeah. Yeah.
other
I feel
anything
that.
other than that, it's like maybe a technical bounce. But yeah, go ahead.
Here, guys, I'll pull up my screen. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I did just set a limit order.
Nice.
And we'll see. I'm considering it. We'll see. Let me get my screen up. This one. Wait, we're having. Oh wait, hold on. We have a little issue here. Let me fix this. It's only letting me have either my face or my screen. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's remove this now. Interesting. I don't know. Okay. Stream's most important. Okay, so I got this limit order right here. We did invert that 5-minute gap. This is what I'm looking at, guys. So we have a bullish SMT right here. I believe it's this low. Or no, it's right here, I mean. So NQ made a lower low right here from this low November 11th. If we go to ES, it has not taken out that low yet, right? So bullish SMT right here. Wait, wrong tool. Here we go. On top of that, ES is still above its previous day's point of control. So I like to use the previous day's point of control, Christian, as like a strong line in the sand for me.
Yeah.
Again, it's never black and white. It's nuanced, but general rule of thumb, I have an easier time getting long above the previous day's point of control and getting short below it. So I have that. If ES continues to hold its previous day's point of control and holds this bullish SMT, at the end of the day, we're in a higher time frame bullish trend still. So I think maybe I can get along and we'll play it by ear. So we just got filled. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. I ideally don't want to see us break strong below this inversion. And I do feel like this is a bit of a riskier play. I'm only in a 3 rows. Like it's a riskier play. This may fail quickly. I don't know what's been happening this week, bro, but I tend to lose my first like 1 or 2 trades and then the third one hits and we get back. But we'll see if that's going to be another situation today.
Yeah, it's just an aggressive location right now, given the context. But I mean, structurally, those are the types of things you look for.
Yep.
I know me I know the things that I'm like prone to. It's always being first to buy. So I have to keep that filter in mind because I'm like, oh no, I'm kind of dumb when it comes to being the first buyer. I don't know why. Why.
Yeah,
like,
okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna cut this one quick. I'll put my stop right here. We're about to get stopped. Jesus. Okay, guys, I don't know. Wait. Okay, we're gonna get stopped. I'll take the stop. Jeez, man, this happened. This was identical to yesterday, man. Identical.
Yeah.
I got stopped out on my first entry like so quickly. I understood that was a risky
flip.
But
what about the bearish logic? What do you see there?
Do you see
anything?
Bearish logic, we tapped into this higher 5-minute fair value gap. We're still below the POC on NQ. So if we're below the POC on NQ, and that's what I'm trading, easier bearish bias. Also, I will admit we didn't create a 5-minute fair value gap here. I think that's probably a big factor.
Yeah, I did one of those little inversion, like the kiss above the inversion and then just fall off a cliff. I don't like those. Really, it's like, that's a big pet peeve of mine when I enter that and entering on an order block before it closes and my entry is like the high or the low and it never closes above or below the order block and it just tests that opening price and then reverses. That's like that's one of my biggest pet peeves. That and then also the inversion where it just barely goes above and falls off.
Yep, exactly. So what did I lose on that? Let me just check. I'm trading 4 Tradeify accounts. So down 200, nothing crazy.
Nice.
We're about halfway to the profit target on these accounts. So I've been trading small, man. Especially like I've just noticed that my first couple of trades have been losing in the morning session. So like I've been trading smaller in the morning. And then once I feel like I got a better read on the market, I've been upping the size. Like yesterday, I had 2 losses on stream. And then my third trade ended up being the winner. My first 2 trades, I was risked really small, 2 to 3 micros. By the time I got my third entry, price action kind of showed its hand a little bit more. If you remember yesterday's action, we had those equal lows. We had equal highs. I mean, we had the midnight open that I wanted to target. So we eventually broke back above the previous day's point of control. I took one more stab with a bit more contracts and ended a green day.
People don't understand the importance of varying your bet sizes because not every trade is equal. Exactly. Not every trade is one instance of your edge appearing with a random assortment of wins and losses. Get out of here. Some trades some trades are just bad. Some trades you take are just bad. And you might take them and they're bad. But also you have to understand that if you position with smaller size, you can always work in size later. Sometimes being exposed to the market is enough. Sometimes the market isn't perfect. Sometimes price action is bad, but you can see something playing out. So you're saying, okay, how do I get involved in this? And I'll worry about sizing, when an opportunity presents. I wish I could explain how important it is. Like, if you can forecast a larger move and you could get in with like 1 or 2 micros or something, that's gonna, if it starts to work and give you that original idea, that little bit of size will impact your average price by a ton. So it's always worth considering. You don't want to just go around trying to, you know, make $1 million from like $10 or whatever. You want to give it adequate risk, but there's reason for you to use varied bet sizes. Swing hard when it makes sense, but if it doesn't make sense, just putt around because
Dude,
you
I'm
can either
huge on that. I'm huge on varying your risk. So many people, they think it makes sense. Okay, your R is an exact amount, and every trade you risk that amount. It's just silly. There's higher probability trades, lower probability trades. I think a lot of people have a decent read on technical analysis, but that's one of the last things they're missing is being able to vary their bet sizes and manage your money that way. It's so important.
that add into their positions. I know nobody adds to their positions. That's one of those things where it's like you're gonna feel like it's the worst thing ever to do. But I'm telling you, the amount of money that you can make from risk that's free is unreal. It's
Yep.
unreal.
Okay,
So
so
that's good.
we just got a little bullish SMT. Do you think I'm getting caught up in liking along? We have a bullish SMT here now. ES still tapping. It just tapped its previous day's POC again. I feel like if the market is going to stay bullish, this is the spot it has to.
Yeah, it has to hold above 600. I mean, if I want it to go lower, I want it under 600.
Yeah.
This is
So
like
we'll
my line
see.
in the sand.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I could try again if I get an inversion, but I'm going to be a little more cautious here this time. We'll see. But yeah, the chat likes your mindset, Christian. They said that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, it's just really learning through experience. I do enough things the right way, enough things the wrong way, and you can look back over the calendar year and say, okay, what's actually beneficial to keep for the next calendar year. So, reviews a huge aspect to your trading. Not only the mental stuff, but I mean with charts. So you're going to trade a chart almost every day. You should be screenshotting it, annotating it, identifying what opportunities exist within number one, the days you are trading, and also the trades you're taking. I was on a call with one of my a friend of mine, I'm mentoring him or whatever, and we're just going over my notes from just years. Like I'm just showing him all these charts, and I almost forgot like how detailed I was when I first started. And you guys should always strive to be as obsessive with that as you can, because that's going to matter way more than getting the next funded account. You can always buy something, but you can't always have years of diligent study. That's something you can't buy. You cannot do anything but earn that.
Dude, shout out to Austin Silver for me because he's the guy who taught me how to do chart markups. I wasn't doing chart markups before that. And that was a major benefit in getting better at technical analysis for me. Just being as detail oriented as possible, annotating my chart and going back and looking at these things. My camera roll used to just be thousands of chart markups, man.
I would annotate my charts in such a way that I always had in my mind I was going to turn it into a textbook every single time. Like that was so I would make infographics. I would compile screenshots together so I would have transparent layers. I would adjust it so it literally was very dynamic. And you could do a lot of that stuff just right on the Mac. It's not hard. But yeah, with a little bit of creativity, I would draw my attention to specific areas. If it's one specific candle, I might even have like a little zoom bubble on that one candle that I'm trying to point out. So that's something I learned from a mentor of mine as well. It's like one of the first charts I saw from him was literally like it was like he was showing you something on the chart, and you're like, wait, oh, okay. So I always had that frame. How do I design my charts in a way where a complete beginner or someone who has no idea about the market would know what I'm pointing at? And that's good for your pattern recognition, that part of your brain.
So, bro, I know you said that the Biden presidency, you tended to enjoy that price action a little better. I for the most part agree with you. I think the Trump presidency price action has been weird, and it's been a learning curve for me. But what's interesting is I've still had my best year ever in the
Yeah.
Trump presidency, like by far. I mean, part of that is just I'm getting better at trading. But what about you? Like you've been enjoying you enjoyed the previous president's market structure and price action, but how has your year been in the Trump presidency? Have you noticed a difference, or is it more just about like how you're handling it?
Yeah, I mean, you can, so with good money management, you could turn any market into a very profitable year. The last year was better for me than this year. I've had bigger trades. I've just had too many, for me, in my mind, that's how I view it. It's like unrealistic setbacks where I found myself just in certain like loops that I didn't necessarily think. I'm like, This is like amateur shit, like it wasn't very common for me to ever really blow accounts before like this year. And I'm just like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I have to be realistic and, point out the fact, just like I did go through a lot of change this year. I moved into a new house. There's just tons of problems. It's like, it's just tons of problems to deal with here. Like legitimately didn't have power in half this place for like, 4 or 5 months or something. It's just
So it
been there,
affected
and there's just been one
trading.
thing. Say it again?
So it affected your trading on top of
Yeah.
different market.
There was a historic heat wave here. I did not have AC. We had to get a ton of stuff done in the attic, so I had to take insulation out. It would be like 90 degrees inside the house. So it's completely unrealistic for me to expect to be unfazed by it. Like it really is.
Yeah.
But I'm stubborn and I don't consider how I feel because it's like, dude, it's just trading. But when I look back, it's like, yeah, those had a huge impact on me. That was like literally May, pretty much beginning of May we moved. So anyways, it's just like a lot of stuff like that. That's pretty easy for me to kind of point out though. And it's like, okay, cool. Now that things are settled, I don't have that like uphill battle kind of going. But other than that, I mean, I've hit some pretty massive trades this year. I mean, so last month alone, there's a handful of 5-figure trades. Just
I was gonna say you made 5 figures on some XFAs, right? Recently?
yeah. There's been quite a bit of those opportunities where you could just swing and hit it. I was honestly kind of hoping today was another one of those, but it's kind of stalling out. So I have more ability now. It's just a matter of getting all of the mechanisms, all the components to align. Because yeah, it's cool if you know how to read charts, but if you're trying to force outcomes, if you're impatient, if you're trying to rush the process, those are just going to fuck you up in different ways, or set you back in different ways. So yeah, it's just that. And with your trading, everybody listening, it's like you'll realize that there are those opportunities for you to kind of sit back and assess. Okay, how do I do this different? How do I
Yeah.
not run into these same issues? Because it'll never be. It's trading, like every day in trading is a little bit different, but it's always the same thing. With your progress, that's kind of the same approach you need to have, or mentality, because you will run into issues that will rhyme, but they won't necessarily repeat in that way.
Yeah. No, I completely agree, man. Changes in your personal life will always have an effect on trading. It's not like a regular job where we just go, we get our paycheck. Like it's up to you. It's up to your personal performance day after day, and that's a blessing and a curse, right? It is what it
Yeah,
is. I always tell
sleep.
people, like, to be a
Sleep.
full-time trader, when you're making most of your money or a large portion of your income from trading, you need to be okay wholeheartedly with making your income in disproportionate waves, right? So
Mhm,
I've had months, like out of this year, there was a 3-month period where I made probably 60% of my total P&L for the year.
mhm,
3 months. And I've had months where I was struggling. And if you try and think of this from the outlook of like a regular job where I need to make X amount per week or day or month, even, you're setting yourself up for failure because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to mess with your mentality and your emotions. It's not like that. You will go. You can have a month where you don't make anything, even as a full-time trader, and then the next month you've made 3x, your biggest month. So it's just, you got to be okay with that type of lifestyle. And a lot of people are
Mhm.
not. Like, a lot of people get into trading because they want to make the money, but they can't handle living like that, you know?
If you want to make money every day, there's a very specific style that most people are not going to trade to do that. And the realistic thing is, yeah, knowing you are human and the market is the market, and there's limitations to what we can do. So I completely agree with you logically. I just think my brain sometimes has a hard time understanding that aspect,
Yeah.
where, because trust me, there are times in the market where it's like No, I absolutely can make money every single day. And then you just need one day where that's not true. And it goes against you never want to have incorrect beliefs about the market. I can make money every day is an incorrect belief for 99% of people. So the moment you start hearing yourself say that, you need to take a step back because you'll be taught. You'll be taught something.
Straight up, bro. Yeah, look at this, guys. So, I mean, bullish SMT still holding, but I'm definitely not going to take this long anytime soon. Not yet. I don't know.
I'm giving one little putt for the short still.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'm only gonna risk like $200 or whatever. It's really just looking at that level. Let's see. I guess I could pull up this other chart. Yeah, let's see that. I don't know how to do this. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at that, just the same fair value gap you had pretty much. Just looking at that 30-second chart. So basically, if we could hold below this consolidation, I'm good. I'm risking like $275. I stole basically $200 right here on this. Like I saw you were saying you're gonna cut it, so I basically scalped the $200.
Fair enough, bro.
Yeah, I'm in that 200 right there. So
Beautiful.
it's no harm, no foul with the 200 if I lose this right here. But basically, it needs to stay under that consolidation. It's not my favorite setup, and again, it's a fair value gap. But my idea is that it's just rounding over. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not really thinking about the gap itself, but rather the fact that this is kind of just softening. That's what I'm thinking. So if we get a break, and this is one of those trades where if we do break the lows, I'm expecting to go break even like really, really quickly because I need to see a big candle, right? Like I don't want to see it kind of hover and go back and forth. Those are the trades I like. I like a trade that snaps into movement and then I'm just break even immediately. Yeah, I don't like to leave risk on after it starts to move in my favor, really.
Yeah, makes sense, man. Makes sense. By the way, guys, we are going to run a giveaway pretty soon. Christian, first off, I want to thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, man. You're the man. I would love to have you back on again soon.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime. Yeah, I love chatting with you because we trade actually pretty similarly, man. We both use volume profile, we use ICT, but we still have different outlooks at times, and that's great. That's the beauty of technical analysis.
Yeah, there's no way you're ever going to be right all the time for any trader. It's just not possible. There's two sides to every trade, Sometimes good trades fail. Like and that means that sometimes you could be wrong and still be like you make money on the trade. So I think people get too fixated on even the fair value gap entries. You can do the opposite on the fair value gap trade and it works sometimes because that's how the market works. So yeah, it's always good talking with you. I like, going back and forth. It's always good.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get you on again soon, bro. But thank you so much again, brother. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll talk soon. I'll hit you up on Discord soon.
Take care, brother. Good, brother. Yeah, take care. Peace.
All right, chat. Let's get my screen back up. Trying to figure this out. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Get this one up. So, chat, we could run a giveaway pretty soon. W's in the chat for Christian, man. Great trader. I mean, he caught like a freaking amazing short right on stream, right? That was like, could not be better. We love that, bro. Yeah, W's for Christian. I mean, the dude caught like an 800-point short right on stream live in front of our eyes. But yeah, guys, I mean, I kind of like his short idea. It does feel like we'll probably make one more low at the minimum, and then we'll see where the market takes us. I don't know. I took a kind of a subpar trade. I'll admit I cut it quick. I'd be at break even right now if I just held it, but I don't think I want to sit in that, I do think we could still go up. We have a 15-minute fair value gap up here. This could be a draw on liquidity, but we do have to keep in mind we're below the previous day's point of control on NQ. ES, though, is currently above it, but it's looking a little heavy. We got to see how we react here. There will be a bullish SMT as long as ES holds above this swing low. So listen, if we hold that bullish SMT on the higher time frame and ES pops back above the previous day's POC with some strength, maybe there's a long and we continue the higher time frame trends. But I don't know. It doesn't feel amazing. It doesn't look amazing to me. I think we could also be like, do we want that daily fair value gap? I feel like if the market rips from here to that gap, we'll go, oh yeah, that made sense. But if it drops to these relative equal lows right here, it's definitely a valid scenario. We could take out previous day's low. What time is it too? It's 10:30. So the initial balance has just been set as well, right? So that's the first hour range of the day. So initial balance low on NQ is coming here at 25,560. Remember, I look at the initial balance a lot. And if you break one side of the initial balance, chances are you're not coming back up to break the opposing side of the initial balance. So this can help us with our directional bias, right? So listen, if it holds and we get back above the POC, maybe we look for a break of the IB high, but when we're at the lows right here, we can't be super confident in anything like that. We're kind of we've entered a consolidation, so we got to see where the market wants to take us next. I think getting long here is too obvious. I think NQ is probably going to want to sweep this low. That just seems more realistic, but we'll see. We will see. This 1 minute fair value gap still holding up. So we didn't even get an inversion yet. So there's no reason to really want to take a long just yet. But it's also too low for me to short. So that's what I'm looking at. Stoic, I added you on Discord, add me back. Okay, yeah, brother, I definitely will once I get off stream. Absolutely. Shout out Stoic in the chat. Yeah, I think we're going to get another swipe lower. And again, market's volatile right now, guys. So you don't want to get long up here because this is like a 30, 40 point swing just to this low a day. And I feel like we can easily run these lows one more time. So let's be careful here. We can run a giveaway while we wait for the market to set up with a trade idea. Do we want to run a giveaway? Give away some Blue Guardian accounts? What do you guys think? Let me know, chat. I'm down if you are. Giveaway time, chat. Okay, guys, remember, you're going to enter our Discord. So you need to join our Discord if you want to participate in the giveaways. Let me drop that link for you guys so that you can join our Discord server. Just give me 1 sec. I'll drop it in the chat for you. I'll drop it in both streams. So drop it in here and drop it right here. So look at that. Looks like we're going to take out this low, which honestly does not surprise me one bit. Market has given no reason to think it's going to be bullish just yet. So get ready. We're going to see that low a day get taken out, I think, most likely. Really volatile market right now, guys. Very volatile. But that's good too, because it means, we can easily capture another 100 points today if the market's going to continue moving the way it's moving, right? So, all right, guys, I just dropped the link to the Discord. So go ahead and join. If you haven't joined yet, join the Discord channel and I'll pull it up so you guys can kind of see. I'll explain how we do this if you're new. So you're going to go here to our Discord. No one enter yet. I see some people entering early. These entries are not going to count because I didn't tell anyone to enter yet. I'm going to set the marker here. So I'm going to say to enter the giveaway, type top one futures. Okay, so now you guys can go ahead and enter the giveaway. I'll count all entries below my initial message right here inside of the PFM TV channel under stream chat. So I see you guys entering. That's perfect. We'll let that run up. And look at that. Market just made a new low a day. Not surprising. And this is what we're going to do, chat. I'm going to take a quick break. We will be right back with the winner to the giveaway. We'll give away 2 accounts at least. And I still got like 4 more to give away. So stay tuned. We'll be doing more. And I will be right back. Quick break. Don't go anywhere. And then we will get the winners to our giveaway. So stay tuned. Be right back. All right, chat. We back. We back. How we doing? Everyone get their entries in Discord in? Just see some. How are we doing? Get my screen up on the other stream. There we go. Need some technical help here on this other stream. All right, let's focus. Guys, I kind of want to take a long here. I'm not gonna lie. We might. Let's get this giveaway though. Let's get this giveaway going first. I'd say that's a little more important. We promised we'd get that done. ES dumping. NQ kind of holding up after it swept this low. And ES really lost that previous day's POC though. No more bullish S&T right here. So what do you guys think? I mean, damn. So ES did just tap into this hourly gap. Surprised I didn't have my eye on that. This is really the line in the sand higher time frame. They like the Bulls need to defend that level. And NQ, it's not really in any kind of key level, so that's important to understand. Except the value area low. I mean, we are above the value area low technically. So maybe we get a pop here. I don't know. Let me get this giveaway going. Let's see, we got all of our entries in. Beautiful. Chat, if anyone's in a trade, let me know where you're in. Because I'm still not in anything. Get this list set up. Man, I want to long this so bad, but I don't want to catch myself trying to fight the trend. Okay, I'm just getting this list going for you guys. All right, let's run this real quick. All right, chat, we ready? I see some people are in a trade. Jenna is in with a tight stop. You in a short or a long? Let me know. But I do want to get this giveaway done first. Who's ready? So, Biker Batty, the way we select the list is you got to join our Discord. I dropped the link in the chat. I'll drop it again soon. You can get into the next one. But you need to join our Discord, and everyone gets their entries in inside the Discord channel. Okay, let's do this real quick. We'll give away 2 Blue Guardian accounts on 3. 1, 2. Wingho88, shout out. You want a top one futures 25K elite account. Big shout out. Oops. Man. There's a learning curve to running 2 studios, guys, I will admit. All right. Congrats though. Congrats. If you didn't join the Discord, you're not on the list. I'm not sure. Unless you entered late, which is always possible. Let me just get this going. So listen, this is how you're gonna claim your accounts too. You're gonna go to PFM support on X, and you're gonna DM them there. Okay, you're gonna DM them with your Discord handle, and that is how you will claim your account. But okay, let's do one more. You guys want to do it for a duck race? We can do a duck race. Oops. Bam. We'll do 45 seconds. All right. Here's how we go. Let's do it. Yeah. Biker Batty on Discord. We mentioned it many times. You have to join the Discord, type in a keyword in the chat. That's how you get your entry in. Don't worry. We'll do one more giveaway today, and you'll have time. You'll have time to enter that one. But all right, let's run it, guys. 1, 2, 3. Wild bite running up in the front. Oh, it's anyone's race still. Diablo's coming up in front. We got a ton of people in front. It's anyone's race right now. We got Addy Squires. I recognize that name. Addy Squires leading the charge. Come on. That's a lot of ducks. It is a lot of ducks. Oh, Future Zone. Damn. Okay, shout out Future Zone. Shout out. Again, to claim your account, go over to PFM support on X and claim your account there. I'll drop the link in here. One more. We'll do one more soon. We'll do another giveaway soon. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Congrats. Congrats. Yeah, man. I don't know about this market. Guys, what do you think? You think we're just going to keep going lower all day? You guys think we're coming for these lows? Is that the idea? That would be previous day's low on NQ. I think it might happen. This is such a tough read. This is why I'm hands off right now. I don't like anything here. I don't like the way these lows are getting stacked up. I feel like NQ could totally just want to rip it down to previous day's low. But I'm also like so aware that we're in a bullish uptrend. But like we do have new week opening gap. I think the market wants to go to the new week opening gap. Yeah, this is like a trash price action though. If you didn't catch those longs, it's like, I mean, if you didn't catch those shorts, there's not much to do here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do not like this one bit. US 30 following now, lower on NQ, says Stoic Jake. Yeah, I don't know, man. ES below its previous day's point of control. We don't even want to consider a long until at least ES gets back above its POC. Listen, we tapped into an hourly imbalance though. Like guys, in hindsight, if this bullish trend stays, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then the market rips back up right here after we tap that hourly imbalance, wouldn't be crazy, right? Would not be crazy in hindsight. NQ still has that daily imbalance above. That could be a draw on liquidity. But this is just like, there ain't nothing here. I don't want to short this low personally. And there's no long. There is no long right here. Hey, Zach, really enjoying your stream since the beginning of the week. Can't always join, but when possible, great to be here. As per market, so far I'm still bearish, but previous stays low down here. Shout out, Marco. Thanks for tuning in. We love having you, bro. Yeah, still bearish down here. I don't see why we stop where we are. You know what I mean? Damn, this market is so volatile too right now. Like we're not going anywhere in this consolidation, but these are like 50-point swings, man. There ain't nothing to do here. Just got to stay patient right here. Short from the 15-second, 30-second time frame, extra Fred. Okay, shout out, bro. I mean, honestly, the shorts are the only move from where we currently are. So I don't hate it. I can't join it because it's just too low for me, but I get it, bro. If you're on the 30-second, you're in and out. You're going with lower time frame action. So from here to here could catch you a nice move based off the 30-second. Yeah, NQ, I don't know, man. Don't know about NQ right here. I just don't want to short down into this hourly fair value gap, man. I just got no interest in doing that. ES just tapped into a higher time frame bullish level. We are at our line in the sand though, so we just got to pay attention to this gap on ES. This gap, if the market's going to go higher for the next day or two, this gap needs to hold price. Look at that though. This candle, it looks like it wants to expand down to this low. On that 15-minute, look at that. All right, here we go, guys. About to expand. How many points away is previous day's low? It's like 100 points. It's so volatile right now, man. You got to know when not to trade too. You know what I mean? And right now is definitely a time to not trade. All right, here we go. Expansion coming. I mean, NQ's coming for previous day's low. I don't see why not. Ain't nothing to stop it here. Why don't I want to short it to that 1 hour fair value gap if you know it's going there for a quick scalp? I don't know, man. I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. From a technical perspective, I think that will probably work. Something about me just doesn't want to do it. I'm not liking it. I just don't feel the price action in me today. I mean, look at that. Look at that poll though. 110 votes, 64% bullish, 36% bearish, and look what happened today. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe I'll log into Apex. Maybe we could take a short scalp on Apex. I don't know. Let's see. Not right here, but in general, I just want to have the trigger ready. You know what I mean? NQ will definitely take out that low a day. That's for sure. You should do that poll every day so we can fade the chat. Honestly, yeah, bro. I'm kind of with you on that. I think that's smart. You guys think the new week opening gap is coming next? I don't know, Josh, to answer, like, to go a little deeper into your question on why I don't want to short down into these lows, something like I still have my eye on this daily fair value gap. I think the market wants to get there eventually, and I just don't want to catch myself shorting down at the lows and then we rip to this draw in liquidity. I just like something is just telling me. Now we could go lower first, like you said, into that 4 hour gap. I think that's very feasible. But I don't know. This daily gap just doesn't seem like something that wants to get left. And this is kind of what happened yesterday, right? It was on a much smaller scale, but we sold off all morning and then ripped back up to the highs. This is yesterday's low, 11:30. Yeah. 12:30 low. There still might technically be an SMT. Yeah, there's still technically an SMT. Like we could pay attention to this. It's it's more apparent on the 5 minute. So see this swing low right here, guys? 12:20, 12:30 area. NQ took out that low, right? We go to ES. It has not. This is that swing low. There's still a bullish SMT. We're still in a higher time frame uptrend. ES is right now bouncing from a 1 hour fair value gap. I don't want to short into that. And we have targets above that I think, the market is probably more interested in longer term. So yeah, I just don't want to fade that. So I don't want to get short down here. I think a lot of people are probably building into short positions right here. Could it work? Yeah. If you could follow momentum and it could work, but I'm not as interested in it at all. Yeah, we'll do that poll every morning before the open. I like that idea. It is what happened yesterday. Exactly. And listen, maybe a lot of people are thinking that, and it's going to actually do it this time and follow through. It looks like we're at least going to make like a new low a day. Like, so I don't see why we'd leave this wick now, but I don't know. NQ could take out its previous day's low, and then it goes. But yeah, not my style here, man. Okay, here it comes. Take out that low. ES going 2. Heavy market today, though. I mean, as much as we talked about this, it's similar. It's different. Like this is like a much different move from this yesterday. You know what I mean? Yep, we will make a new low. All right, wait. Should we do a new poll? I got an idea. I got another idea for a poll. All right, chat. You think it's going lower or higher from here? That's the new question. Here we go. Okay, we're going to end this poll. Start a poll. All right, just started a new poll. Question is, does NQ go lower? Oh, I said lover. Hold on, let me redo that. Okay, new poll. Lower or higher? Simple question. From where we are right now, is it going lower or higher? Lover all day. This is the question. We got to know what chat thinks. Higher or lower, okay? We got to pay attention to this now. And if we got to fade the chat, we got to fade the chat. Sideways is honestly not the worst take. Not the worst take at all. NQ trying to get a little pop here, but not really doing anything promising. %58 higher, 42% lower so far. So do we got to fade chat? Do we got to go short? I don't think I want to short it though. But if I faded chat this morning, we would have been chilling. Josh is telling me go short, fade the chat. Fuck. I mean, we're definitely going to make a low a day. That's for damn sure. We're going to make a new low a day. I got no entry here. I can't enter, but look at these stacked lows. We'll take these out. We'll take these out. I think it's doing what yesterday was done. Yeah, we talked about that, Dharmesh. I mean, it's possible, but just remember, guys, like yesterday was a little different. This was the sell-off in question yesterday, which it was nothing. It was just nothing at all. So we were able to reverse this very quickly. This sell-off that happened yesterday is way different than this. This has a lot of volatility behind it. There's a lot more conviction in these sells versus these. You know what I mean? When you're like zoomed into the screen, you see this and you go like, oh, this is bearish. And then we reversed. This is very different from this. So take it with a grain of salt, but I do hear what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's hard to get an entry. There's no trade right now. There's no entry here. You know, these are those days where like market kind of blows its load right here, and then it just does this. I think the high probability short already happens to the midnight open. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it will take the low. Yeah, we're about to take the low. So we'll take it from there, see what happens after. Do we expand or do we slow down? But we definitely take this low. Just missed the low by like a couple ticks. ES as well. Yeah, I think we got to pay most attention to this fair value gap up here on the 5 minute. It also lines up with the previous day's point of control, right? So if a similar scenario like yesterday is going to happen again, it's got to get back above here, and then it would look identical to yesterday, right? Where we dip below, we take out all those early longs, we come up. If we can displace above this swing high and coinciding with the previous day's point of control, break above both of these levels, then a long bias to fill this imbalance and ultimately go to the daily fair value gap is fair play. But until then, it's like you can't do anything with high probability. We could totally just slam down to previous day's low first. And it's 50-50 right now on lower or higher. So totally 50-50. Big boy liquidity under those equal lows. Yeah, probably, bro. I mean, like, why would the market not want to come down, take this low too now? It's like so close, you know? Patience, chat. Chat, when we hit 100 likes, we'll do our last giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Let's get to 100 likes. We're close. Gross. This is non-tradable price action right here. Not tradable. Nothing to do here. Yes, it is free to like and subscribe to the channel. Big facts. All right, just take the low out already so we can see what happens next. You know what I mean? Like, we know we're going to take this. Just take it. Hurry up. We can't think of anything until these equal lows get taken. There's nothing to do until then. So I just want to see it get swept. And then we see, do we displace lower or do we kind of chill for a little bit? Now we got a small edge. 52% says higher, 47% says lower. And just as that happened, look, we're starting to sell off. Okay, take the lows and then give us something to do. Okay, here we go. Lows have been taken. Let's see what happens next. This might be just a bleed day, guys. Sell off day. There goes my TP. Shout out. Extra Fred hit his TP. Sick. Part of me wants to turtle soup this so bad. We're not gonna, but that's my temptation right now is to turtle soup this. ES also took the lows, digging deeper into that hourly fair value gap. Very slow grind to the bottom. Yeah, the worst type of trading. Okay, I mean we're going, guys. We are going. All right, at this point, NQ needs to take previous day's low. The wicks on the 1 minute putting me off. Not going to lie, looks messy. Yeah, it's messy. It's messy price action. But I mean, we're going to take previous day's low, guys. I don't see why on earth we would leave previous day's low untapped now. That doesn't mean we can't pull back first, but like previous day's low is coming. So without a deep pullback, there's no short to previous day's low. I'm not going to short the low a day, but this is the target now. Previous day's low, 25,478. Damn, Trader Scalper's been short since 761. Amazing, dude. I'm jealous. I haven't caught a move like that in a hot minute. I mean, guys, at the end of the day, hindsight, strong bearish SMT divergence here, right? ES did not take out these lows. NQ put in a lower high right here. Lower high. ES took out those highs. That's these right here. Strong bearish SMT. So we got that sell-off. Look at that. And this is what I'm talking about when you gauge relative strength and weakness. Look how much more bearish NQ is than ES. And ES is the one that made the higher high, right? So if you do want to short a particular instrument and you want to short the more bearish instrument in this case, you short the instrument that has the bearish SMT, the one that made the lower high. Masterclass in that right here. Beautiful example. Same, I did not also expect to took the trade. Yeah, wow. Good job, bro. From here, it will run faster. Yeah, it looks like it's going to expand right to the previous day's low for NQ. I don't see why I wouldn't. We talked about this as a target. We just got caught up. I mean, guys, I only tried a long once. Like I tried one long here. It failed. It's all good. But yeah, this previous day's low target looks proper. Looks proper to me. I would really prefer to just see it expand here because it's like, would we really leave previous day's low like that untapped? You know what I mean? When we got this close. Little strong push up here on the 1 minute. You might have an inversion scalp right here if you inverse this gap. Something like this, little scalp. Still inside this hourly gap. ES holding the hourly gap for the time being. I'm not in this, FYI. I'm not in any trade. Here's proof. No trades. But that's an idea. I can see this run up. Here's the thing, though. We don't need to get in on this move. We can wait for a little more structure to and still catch some opportunity if that's going to play out. Nice little retest of that inversion. I don't trust it, though, but I'm watching it. We're getting closer to 100 likes, guys. 100 likes before we end the stream. We'll do a giveaway. So smash that like button. I'm going to try to take one more trade before we get off. And I'm going to do it on Apex. Dude, oh man, I'm tempted. NQ also, or ES, excuse me, also inverse that little 1 minute gap. You still got 40 minutes left on this hourly candle. So we have no idea if this is going to inverse anytime soon or if it's going to hold. Is Blue Guardian safe? Yeah, absolutely. Guys, so any firm that's listed on Prop Firm Match is going to be a safe firm, at least a firm that you know is going to pay you out, okay? My Funded Futures, Alpha Futures, Top One Futures, Funding Ticks, Apex Trader Funding, Funded Next Futures, Tradeify, Top Step. Blue Guardian is a Prop Firm Match listed firm. Okay, these will be firms that you can trust to actually pay you out. That's what Prop Firm Match is all about. Helps you compare, contrast the best prop firms that are actually trusted. Okay, that's the whole mission statement of Prop Firm Match. And of course, you can get the best discounts using code match on any PFM listed firm. I always say, if you're too lazy to actually do your research, when you want to try out a new firm, if you're lazy, just go to checkout, type match into checkout for the coupon code. If you get a coupon with it, it's a PFM listed firm. You're good to go. But yeah, Blue Guardian is listed on there. They got 60% off with code match right now. Solid deal. I would say what I think the best value right now though is Top One Futures 55% off instant funding. I think that's the best value currently with the current promos for code match. 55% off Top One Futures on the instant funded accounts is like fire. Second best value, in my opinion, is actually Apex because you got 70% off with code match. But the thing that I really love about this current promo is $40 activation fees, which is insane. Most activation fees are minimum like $140. $40 lifetime activation fee is nuts, dude. So yeah, those are my two like best value deals with Prop Firm Match listed firms. And then the next one that I always have to mention is Tradeify because I just think they're the best futures instant funded firm in the space. So I love Tradeify. Shout them out. 30% off with code match. So you pay a higher premium with Tradeify, but they're just like, they're top tier firm. That's my take on that. According to you, your one prop firm name. Can you clarify? Not sure what you mean there. So this hourly fair value gap still holding for now. Man, it hasn't been the best morning, guys. Not much going on. So look, you got a little retest of that inversion. I feel like this long scalp idea might play, but again, I'm not taking it. I'd like to see a break back above the value area low at least. So let's see if that happens. If you look right here, we tapped the value area low, going lower. So nothing yet. Maybe a strong break above the value area low on the 5-minute. If we get some displacements on the 5-minute time frame, I think it could start looking okay to maybe come up, take this high. Next giveaway will be done when we hit 100 likes on stream. We got 84 right now, so we need like 15 more likes, and we'll run the last giveaway of the day. End of the government shutdown is happening right now. Is it official? Let's look it up. House expected to vote today on ending the record-long government shutdown. Can you believe that? The government has been shut down for the longest point of time in history. We're making history in all the wrong ways, chat, in America. But yeah, okay, so hopefully, yeah, these are all, this is 15 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, Trump live updates, House to take up bill to end the government shutdown. Looking good, looking promising. Will that give us a bullish pop? I don't know. Could go either way. But there could be volatility there, so that's important. If we get some volatility up in here because of that, maybe we get a move up, or maybe we rip to previous day's low. But yeah, absolutely wild, man. Do you think NQ will react to the news? I mean, it always reacts to news for the most part if it's high impact. This is a little different though, because it's not like an economic number that's going to bring an immediate injection in volatility. But if that headline really starts to pop and we get an official notice that the government is opening back up, I think that will definitely bring a pop in volatility, no doubt. Doesn't mean it's going to go up though. It could go either way. I'm not one of those people that tracks fundamental news to give me a directional bias. I trade purely technical analysis. The only thing I know about I use news for is to be engine drivers of volatility. That's it. At least we will have a clear market view. Kind of like where, I mean, at the end of the day, there's always an excuse for why there's not a clear market view. You know what I mean? Like, it's never perfect. So the government will open back up and we'll have a million other reasons on why the market's not given a clear view. We just got to do our best with probabilities. That's why we use technical analysis. Put probabilities in our favor, manage risk, manage our bankroll. That's all we can do. There's always a reason why market's not moving the way we want to move. We want to see it move. You know what I mean? Here we go. Just going lower again. Look at that rejection right at the previous day's value area low. I thought it was already priced in this weekend. I mean, it kind of was. You're right. Buy the rumor, sell the news. We've been ripping for the last few days. NQ did me dirty today by missing my entry limit by just 0.5 points. Was easy risk reward. You also shared it on the PFM Discord. Now no trade for today. I don't want to trade randomly. Yeah, it's a good point, man. Don't force a trade. No reason to force the trade. Yeah, guys, even when the stream's not going, I highly recommend we get into that prop firm match Discord and start building up a community. So like, give your analysis. You know, we get off at 12 p.m. every day, but you can get in that Discord and chat, send chart markups, you know, do everything. I'll pull up that Discord again real quick. You know, it's here to build a full community. This is where I'll be in the PFM TV channel, right? You got my analysis in here. I've been posting my markups, giving my play ideas, my key levels. You got the chart room. So look, we got a ton of people tapping in, giving us our charts. Oh, shout out Shivam. Hit a nice long on gold. Look at that move. Fire. Shout out Shivam. Demo, this is you. Missed your trade by 0.5. Damn, bro. Damn, and you even called it out before. Oh, that's rough, dude. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, man. Beautiful though, guys. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful trades. Did we hit 100 likes? $101. Hey, let's go. Market's not doing much. Blue Guardian 60% code is code match. Code match for 60% off Blue Guardian right here. Copy and paste that, or just get it right from the Prop Firm Match website. Go to the futures section, of course, and yeah, you can get 60% off Blue Guardian. All right, chat. Let's run this giveaway. Let's do our last giveaway because market's not doing much. I'd love to see it bounce, but I'm not trusting it. As of right now, just 1L on the day. That's it. That's all I got. But all right, guys, this is what you're going to do to enter the giveaway. I want you to join the Prop Firm Match Discord. So you have to enter through our Discord. Okay. I'll drop the link here for anyone that needs it. Oops. Wrong code. Hold on. Here you go, chat. So join the Discord. I'll give you guys time to do that. Do I trade CFDs? Nope. I'm primarily a futures trader. It's where I made my money, bro. I used to trade CFDs, but I moved over to futures a couple of years ago, and I just trade better on futures. Made 6 figures this year in payouts, and I significantly grew my trading business once I moved over to futures. I actually have a video coming out about this on why I prefer futures over CFDs. I get into all of the reasons. And yeah, I highly prefer futures. I think it's a more efficient market to trade, especially for prop firms because of the copy trading scalability. But all right, let's run this giveaway. So nobody enter yet. I didn't tell anyone to enter just yet. I'll pull this up for you guys. Make sure to join our Discord. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to the PFM Discord. You're going to go over here to the stream chat under PFM TV. No, guys, no, stop spamming. I'm not going to run the giveaway if you spam the Discord. First off, we're not giving away Blue Guardian accounts. So you typing that isn't doing anything. I'm not going to do this giveaway if you guys keep spamming this chat. I'm telling you right now. Stop typing, guys. Stop typing in the chat. Too early. I will not run this giveaway. I'll leave. I'll end the stream right now. Stop spamming the Discord. People just don't listen. Stop spamming. Stop spamming. Okay. Looks like everyone stopped. Good. So here's the thing, guys. We're not giving away a Blue Guardian account. We already gave away all the Blue Guardian accounts. We're going to give away top 1 futures. People are still spamming. I'm going to sit here. I'll sit here and wait. I'm going to wait. Okay, go ahead. Type top 1 futures into the Discord stream chat. Go ahead. Everyone underneath my initial message right here will be counted. Damn, NQ coming up. Getting a little pop here, guys. Would love to see us get to this hourly fair value gap. I'd love to see us go higher for the day now. We'll see. Part of me wants to try long on Apex right here up to this wick. Let's see if we can get a little retrace fill to take out this wick right here. ES also looking promising. We might miss it. We're going to miss it. Okay, I'm going to cancel this. We're going to miss it. It's all good. This is promising, guys. This inversion is looking solid. Look at that hold of that 1 minute inversion. Again, we got to remember, we're in a higher time frame uptrend on the hourly. ES tapped into this hourly imbalance. We're getting a push. We have potential draws on liquidity, right? So we have all these stacked highs on ES. We have these relative equal highs on NQ. We also have this daily fair value gap. Does the market want to trade up into this daily fair value gap? I think it's very possible. I think it's possible, man. Waiting for us like children is crazy. Dude, you're telling me, bro. You're telling me. I love streaming, but I'll admit, running giveaways is the least favorite part of running a stream. People just go crazy, man. They go crazy about giveaways. But yeah, I would love that, man. So let's, bro, if we're going to stay bullish, this is the target, this daily fair value gap. I don't think it's out of the realm. There's some displacement here. We created a 5-minute gap as well right here, right? So what we're going to, in 2 minutes when this candle closes, as long as we don't retrace the whole thing, this 5-minute gap is going to give us confirmation of displacement. We're back above the value area low. So maybe first thing, rotation up to the previous day's point of control and just take it level to level, guys. Okay, just take it level to level. 5-minute unicorn possibly. Yep. Day 43 of government shutdown. Wild, bro. I think we'll take out this wick at least. But we'll see. We'll see what happens first. This is a nice move, though. This is promising. And listen, if we just go lower, we go lower. But this looks pretty promising to me. For ES, again, bouncing from this hourly fair value gap, but I think you would want to see, to be like really confident, we would want to see a strong 5-minute candle closure above the previous day's point of control. We get a strong 5-minute closure above the POC. I think it'll be similar to yesterday's situation where we grind lower all day and then PM session comes and we rip back up to continue higher time frame trends. So, yeah, I think it could happen. But not going to force it. We just got to chill. It looks like I'm going to be trading PM session if I want to try and make some money today, you know? All right, guys. How are you guys doing on the Discord entries? How are we doing there? Is everyone done? Everyone get a chance to enter? Remember, you only got to enter once. Looks like we got everyone. I'll give you guys like 30 more seconds. Get your entry in here. And then we'll get it going. Dino made a few bucks today. That's nice. Yeah, man. I think this could be a local low. I may be eating my words and we rip down a previous day's low, but for now, this looks kind of promising. Did we break the initial balance? We have broke the IB. We did that yesterday too, and we still ended up ripping up. So, hey, Josh took a long scalp to New York VWAP. Nice, dude. Fire. All right, everyone's done? Let me get these entries in for you guys. Getting these names going. Give me a sec. Let me ask you guys, I'm interested. Out of everybody that is watching, how many of you tuned in to the YouTube short first? How did you find us through the YouTube short? Hey, Surya, I see you entering multiple times. That's not going to help you, okay? You only need to enter once. If you can't be spamming. And by the way, guys, I already got all the entries. So if you missed it, you missed it. But we got all the entries right in here. I would like to see it go lower for fair value gaps below breached equal lows. Possibly, possibly. Both. Okay, so Jay Donato, you saw us on YouTube Shorts and then tapped into the mainstream. That's what's up. YouTube Short is a good idea. Also, yeah, that's why we're doing it. We're giving it a shot. There's some technical issues to it, but we'll get used to it. As long as it's worth it. I want to know people are actually like finding us there and then coming to the mainstream, you know? But yeah, we should be going live. If this goes well, we're going to keep doing it for this week. We'd like to also go live on Instagram and TikTok. But all right, chat, we ready? Run this giveaway. We'll give away 2 more Top 1 Futures accounts. So this will be for the first one. All right. So on 3, 1, 2. All right. Let's see who's got it. Who's got it? Diablo way in front. I feel sorry for you, bro. You're in the front too early. It's too early, man. Oh, messing up our race. There we go. Oh, I see Josh in there. I see Benny right here. Benny's got a good lead. He might actually have it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that was close, bro. See, that one was good because it was actually pretty close. But we got the Stoic in here, the Stoic Troglodyte, whatever that means. Shout out. You want a Top 1 Futures account, bro? Congrats. Shout out. So this is what you're gonna do, bro. To claim your account, you're gonna go over to PFM support on X. I'll drop it in the chat right here. DM them on X, okay? DM the support team and show them your Discord handle, okay? That's how you're going to be able to claim your account. Also, guys, quick disclaimer. For Blue Guardian, you can only win every 30 days. For Top 1 Futures, they're a little bit more lenient. You can win 1 per week. So just always remember that. And of course, I always got to tell you this. If your country happens to be restricted from trading with any of the firms that we give away, nothing we can do about it. We're not going to be able to give you a different account. Like it is what it is. Okay. So always check that too before you enter so you don't get, so you don't get disappointed. But shout out Stoic. That's all you, brother. You're going to go to PFM support to claim. And we can run one more. We got one more account to give away. You guys ready? How's NQ doing? Oh, pulled right back, but we pulled back into that 5-minute gap. So this is really short-term line in the sand. Listen, if we just break through this, it's like it's over. Okay, so we'll see how we react in here. I think this is still too aggressive to want to get long. But if you're somebody that's looking for that reversal, this is a spot. I'm hands off. I ain't touching this. I am not touching it. It all looks pretty bad. But you're above the previous day's value area low. You have this 5-minute gap lining up. There's, listen, if you're bearish, this is a good entry for an inversion. Wait for that 5-minute closure below the value area low, below the fair value gap. I think you most likely get low a day. Or if you're very bullish and you want to be aggressive, this is the spot to get ready to go long. So, moment of truth here on this fair value gap. You should do it 1 account per person, Zach. We were waiting since the live started like more than a month and did not win anything. Some people may win twice and thrice. Yeah, I mean, dude, we just do it randomly though. I can't keep track of who won 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel you, bro. You'll get it. If you keep entering, you'll win one day. But all right, let's do one more. One, two. This is for top 1 futures. Yes. We can push low. We going lower again? Yeah, we're still staying right there. 30 seconds. You got Harshid in the front. Why not Blue Guardian? I gave away 4 Blue Guardian accounts today. That's all. That's why. Arpon, stop spamming asking me about Blue Guardian, bro. I see Josh in the front. I have hope for you. Let's go. Yo, Arpon, I'm gonna kick you if you ask that again. Straight up. Mia. Let's go. Okay, Mia FX. You have won top 1 futures. So again, this is what you're going to do. Go to PFM support on X. Bam. DM them here, show them your Discord handle, and you will be good to go. Shout out Amia. Congratulations. Yeah, man, I don't like this. I don't like this market one bit today. We're holding this gap, but it doesn't look promising. It looks like we want to slam right through. Yeah, we might have a bearish day on our hand, folks. Previous day's low. Ooh, we had a little 1-minute bearish SMT here, guys. Here's a good example of how you can use SMT on the lower time frames. Look at this. NQ, lower high, ES, higher high, and we got that little sell-off. For scalping, that's ideal. For top 1 futures, there's an activation fee. Yes. For Blue Guardian, there is no activation fee. All right. Technically, we inverse to this gap, but I don't like it yet. We still got previous day's value area low here. I'd be cautious. I'd be cautious. Be careful. We have sudden volatility in the market because of the government shutdown, end of shutdown. Yeah. I mean, I hope there's volatility. All right, chat. I think we're going to leave it there. No, you cannot exchange an account. No, you cannot. It is what it is. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there for the day. Thank you so much for tapping in. Shout out to DecipherTheAlgo for being our guest. Tomorrow, we have a really good guest. We have Lawrence coming on. Lawrence, the investor. Stay tuned for him tomorrow. Going to be a great conversation. And listen, we took an L today. It is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. But peace and love, gang. I will see you tomorrow. Same time as always, 8 a.m. And we'll just take it there. Have a good one, guys. Peace.